Hey everybody, how is it going? Randy here with Nerds Templar and HCR2 Cactus. Mr. Prickly also with us. We are hanging out at the I don't know, final product almost of a farm. It's working now, something we've been working on in the past year on the Monkraft SMP in Minecraft. Yeah, we had to move our morning stream to the evening here, but hello anyway. Let's start with our daily gospel. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. This is the gospel according to Luke. Glory to you, O Lord. While some people were speaking about how the temple was adorned with costly stones and votive offerings, Jesus said, "All that you see here, the days will come when there will be not be left a stone upon another stone that will not be thrown down." Then they asked him, "Teacher, when will this happen? And what sign will there be when all these things are about to happen?" He answered, "See that you do not be deceived, for many will come in my name, saying, 'I am he,' and the time has come. Do not follow them. When you hear of wars and insurrections, do not be terrified, for such things must happen first. But it will not immediately be the end." Then he said to them, "Nations will rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. There will be powerful earthquakes, famines, and plagues from place to place. And awesome sights and mighty signs will come from the sky." The Gospel of the Lord. Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ. It's actually one that we had recently. I'm not sure why it goes back in the lectionary there. Still Luke, still going through Luke, but back to one we did like a couple weeks ago or something. But it's interestingly fitting. I mean, it's not exactly the message Jesus is going for there, but it's kind of fitting for today in Minecraft with the slight destruction of our castle a little bit, which is funny. But we'll get to that. We'll get to that, of course. Yo, what's up, Ben? You landed. Good to hear. Good to hear. You got your volume off so you can't hear the response. There's my response. How about that? Good to hear. We are here at the Shulker farm, if you couldn't tell, as Cactus gets hit by a shulker bomb. What do you call those? And up he floats. So yeah, it works relatively well. I started off with 2 because I just wanted to go for it, and it looks like we currently still have just 2 there, and got another replacement, so we're good. So I think what happens is every time one dies, it has a 17% chance to spawn another one on every spot that is possible to spawn on, which there's 6 places there, which hopefully one of them is always taken up. And so if there are 2, like there are now, then it'll have a 17% chance in all of the other 5 spots, or at least 4 of the spots. I don't know if it counts the one that the one just died from or not, to spawn another one. And so we could get super unlucky. We started with 2. I thought I started with 3. Now I can't even remember. But we got up to 3. I think we even hit 4, maybe at one point. I could be wrong about that. We're back down to 2. We went back up to 3. We're back down to 2. So I think starting with 4 would have been a much safer thing to do. Do not shoot did you just shoot one of the shulkers? Why did you do that? What? Dude, you just broke the farm. Why did you do that? Are you trolling or something? You literally just broke the farm. Bro. Okay, anyway, so let's go look at the other farm that I finished that's not broken right now because I just fixed it. Oh my goodness, bro. Literally yep, literally the one thing you can't do is kill the shulker. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. That's crazy. I guess maybe your thinking was, oh, well, if that's out. Bro. I hope your respawn isn't back at spawn, because I am not, yeah. I would have to go literally the entire way back to the end to get your stuff. Wrong direction. That's crazy. You were AFK. You were not AFK. I mean, you might have been AFK for like a second, I guess. after destroying the shulker farm. That is not an easy fix. We have to bring it another shulker, which we're running out of. There might still be one left over there, I hope. Hope there is. I think there's still a few, though, left. So this wasn't encased in obsidian until recently. Is he not? I guess he's not in stream. He was all excited to be here, and now he's not here. I almost seems like he does it on purpose, bro. As soon as the stream starts, as soon as the stream starts, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy. Anyway, this is how this works. Now that I finally decided to finish it because no one else would. That was I thought maybe smarter in redstone than I am, but it was easy enough. It was easy enough. So I got the whole setup. This is actually just one part of the setup. The other part is over there. We could fly up there. The obsidian box is a new addition. He's at spawn again. He is at spawn again. He's at spawn again, bro. He's at spawn again. Oh, I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna lose my mind. All right, well, I guess we're gonna sit on the nether rail for a bit again. Oh, you didn't have to see that part, but yeah, we're gonna sit on the nether rail. And I believe, I don't know, we'll find out if I have shulkers or not. Chests, that is, in my shulkers that I don't have, but there's any chest there, so never mind. We're good. He's gonna keep asking me if I am doing it or not to make me type in the switch every time. Anyway, this isn't what we were supposed to be doing today, of course. And now this is going to be the first half hour of the stream or so, just trying to recover Cactus's stuff for about the 20,000th time, I guess. About the 2,000th time on stream, probably. Yeah, we had some interesting developments today in Monkraft in the SMP. As I was mostly AFK all day, as I usually am all day. One thing being, which we didn't get to see just yet, but we will, is there's a little bit, you can tell the castle was blown up a little bit, but it's been fixed. The only thing that hasn't been fixed is the ground around it. And that was because we planned on making it a mode anyway, and I said, don't even worry about it. I don't even care. But some of the guys rebuilt the castle anyway. So that was nice of them. Thank you guys. It wasn't that big of a deal. It was a bit. It was kind of funny. I wish I could throw a screenshot up there for you or something from one of the ones they sent, but I can't. But yeah, it wasn't too bad. It could have been worse. It was not like anything really substantial blew up, actually. The only thing that really blew up was unworked areas, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like areas that I hadn't really furnished yet. So it was all right. It was whatever. It was just that back bottom floor of the castle, but it's even been rebuilt the same way. So it's all good. This is not the right one. That's why I don't see a torch there. We should be able to get his stuff fine, because again, it's all about the chunk loading. We have 11 new shulker shells, so it wasn't bad. I'm assuming that's what we got basically in the time that I was here AFK. I assume the Cactus was getting some himself. He's still asking what's happening. I'm just going to say OMW real quick, but I'm probably about to pass the torches, so we're going to have to backtrack here a second. Bro, I was right next to you. I was right next to you watching you kill the shulker and break the farm right before you then died to an enderman somehow. Crazy. Everybody saw it. We watched it happen on camera, live on stream. Everybody watched you shoot the one of two shulkers that just broke the farm. Crazy, man. Oh my goodness. I assume in good faith, Cactus, your thinking was, oh wait, you're not in stream, so I have no idea what you were thinking, because he did it right after I finished saying that when a shulker dies, it has a 17% chance on every surface to spawn another shulker. So you can get like if one dies, you can actually get 2 from that. With the caveat being that it has to be a shulker killing another shulker. Like you can't do it. So like I guess I should have said that, but at the same time, he's not in stream apparently, so he didn't hear me say that at all. He just decided to shoot a shulker, and yeah, that was not a good idea. That was not a good idea at all. Pretty sure that I am going to be the only one that will volunteer to go get another shulker. And I don't know, maybe somebody will be kind enough to help me brew some invis pots because we need some nether wart, or I need some nether wart, specifically me. I don't know who else needs some, but I do for invis pots now. Yep. By the way, we're almost in 4,000 days played, so that's cool. Monkraft SMP is going. We are persisting. That is our goal, to be a persistent SMP. We're gonna have other stuff though. We want to have like a seasonal SMP as well that's more hardcore. And I think what would be best, like if we would do something that's hardcore, I feel like the best thing. Oh, it's right here. That's good. Okay, that's a lot easier. Whoa, the pearls on you. Okay, so that kind of, okay, hold on. What? Oh, this is mine, never mind. Yeah, I was carrying this guy around. I don't have a bundle. Usually I got one in a bundle, but right now, you know, I don't got a bundle. So one of these has, let me just cycle through some stuff here. Not, okay, yep. Let me do this. Okay, let me do this. Crafting table, I don't have one on me. I don't have a chest anywhere. There's a crafting table. And this is also, there we go. Don't worry, we got this, get out of here. That's fine, whatever. I'll just remind me that that I just put your boots on. If I forget. Come on, cursor. Curse you, cursor. Get rid of that. Get this on there. Get those out. Back. And go. Any other stuff? Come on. Where's everything else? I'm gonna throw. Where's the good stuff? I see a bunch of pearls everywhere. Oh! Didn't want to do that. Okay, all right, wait. Did we get all? I think we got all the armor. Okay, I think we got all the armor. And probably the elytra. Yeah, that's your elytra, right? Because I'm wearing mine. Those are my gaps. Those are yours. Those are yours. That's your stuff. Fishing rod or something. Some berries. Berries. Oh no. Sorry, I'm wasting all your pearls. As a joke, of course. Oh man, a lot of stuff. Oh, because your armor, of course. All right, I think I got all the things. Let me also hold on. Put my shulker back down. He's typing to me like, if I would be typing back to you, dude, I would not be getting your stuff right now because I would be typing to you on a Switch, which takes forever. It just, yeah. So like, yeah, I got you, bro. I got you. If I can figure out what to drop right now, let's do this. Where's my other stuff here? And those, and I don't know, just put some of these in here. Everything else despawn. Okay, yeah. If there was anything else, it is gone now. But we got all the important stuff. Armor. Let me switch boots back. Where the boots? Okay, there are those. Netherite, full netherite, a sword, an axe. If you had a pick, it's wait, is that it? I'm breaking fortune 3, efficiency 4, mending. Is that your pick? That might be your pick. Why do I not have my silk touch though? Is the real question here. Silky and oh, here it is. Okay, never mind. Never mind. We're good. There's the silk touch and it's on the path to Ben's now. That's probably where, I mean, if we would leave, we'll see. Okay, so I think that's everything. This would be all his stuff, I believe. Got chests, those are mine. And I believe that's all his stuff. Yeah, that one singular torch. What else we got? His berries here. Shield. That might be it. I'm pretty sure I had that bed with me. Random bow. All right, I think that, yeah. Walk right into the pick, buddy. Or walk right into it. All right, that's your crossbow, I guess. I don't know if you're holding these random broken, unenchanted bows and things, but I'm gonna put some of them back. I'm gonna grab out, where's that silk touch at? That is gray wool. That keeps throwing me off. I need my gray shulker. And I need you. And that's unfortunate. I don't need the silk touch anymore. And all right. I would go check the shulker farm because we were in range, but it's broken now. So there's nothing to check. I have a bunch. I kind of got my share for now, at least. So I'm kind of good, but I'm sure other people would like to use that as well. Oh, sorry. Oh, I saw a zombie. Yeah, by now he's probably pretty close to Ben's, I'd imagine. I always go to the wrong side. Wow. This place has been here for a while. I still go to the wrong side. And it is just nothingness in front of us. Gotta love that. Ben City is one of the things that takes the longest to load in here. Probably because it has all the builds, right? It's got all the stuffs. It's actually not too bad on Switch. I wonder if it's probably render distance. You know what? It probably is. I wonder if the mob farm is a lot of the issue for some reason. I don't know why that would be, though. It's not like it stacks up or anything, you know, with mobs. So, but we have a whole shulker, his stuff, which also includes food, so he has plenty of things. Let's just walk the path, I guess, or we'll ride because I actually have an extra cart, I'm pretty sure, for situations like this. It might not be in here, though. Is it anywhere at all, though? That's the question. Cart? No. Yeah. Everything's usually griefed, including whatever ends up at spawn. So anytime there's ever carts and or food, it doesn't last. It does not last. Let's go where we at? It's on path here, he says. I don't know if that means. I mean, either way, he's on this part of the path. Some of this is going to be redone. This place is just a wreck, but I mean, hey, that's sorry again, just smacking everything. We're in casual mode today. If you can't tell, I'm laid back and relaxed. Sydney's not hanging out with us because she's a doofus over there. I will maybe show you guys some other stuff, but what I actually want to do is what the title says. And Ben, I know you popped in. You probably looked at the title and you're like, you also can't hear right now. But you probably saw that and you're like, oh, what? What's this all about? Well, it is all about a horse racetrack. I don't know what else to tell you. It's pretty self-explanatory. We're gonna make it around Ben's is the plan. The plan is for Cactus and I to do this. I asked him, I DM'd him in Discord earlier today. I'm like, yo, do you want to help? Because I know that he wants to build some stuff with us for the channel here. So we also have some other events planned. I'm not going to mention all of it yet. I know I've mentioned there's a lot of different builds to show you guys in the future, while after they're finally done. We also have a new build that I wasn't mentioning before because it's something newer that many of the players here know about already because we're planning it. But more particularly, we're actually planning the event, and I think we're going to start doing more event-like things in Monkraft. There's so many things we can do here in the SMP. We don't always have to use the creative world for everything. There's a lot of good stuff we can do here. So we've just hit the end portal area. No cactus yet. Wouldn't it be horrible? We literally just passed him. He'll tell us. He's like trudging along somewhere with no health, with no hunger, that is. Those blocks are fine, but we might as well knock them out. I don't know how fine they are for people without armor. I think people have died. I think usually it's past the end. Right. Say something, man. We're like right. We should be right next to him if he just passed it. Was it literally as I was typing that we passed him? Probably. Takes a long time to type WYA on the Switch. You know what I'm saying? Okay, here's again. I just mentioned it. That's hilarious. Did he go that? Maybe he went that direction. You're stationary? Are you in the end place or are you on the rail here? Like, are you on the route to the end? Because we're not, obviously, we're not on that route. We're on the rail. Oh, okay. If you pass, you're pretty close to Ben's at this point. Also, what up? 7. That's the that's the Z that we're on. We need the X. X is what we're moving on. Did I miss that one? No. Oh, but I guess that would be I mean, you would have turned off to for the end portal. That's true. But what is your X? I'm at like 1260, 1270, 1280. Half a hunger bar. There's no way I passed you again. I've been staring forward, staring straight forward. 920, 921. 921 is not past the portal area. Like positive 921 is where you're at. That's not even close to Ben. That's the you were like at the juncture, at the junction between Ben's and KG's. Oh, by the way, we're in the Nether. Might as well kill two birds with one stone. You can't yet, but after I hook you up with your stuff plus the food that you had, because that will be included in your stuff. Um, we need quartz. We need lots of quartz. Past junction on Ben's around the corner. Okay, so I'll see you eventually now. All right, we're good. It'll be a second, but I'll see you. If you see any quartz, you don't have anything, never mind. But yeah, we need a ton of quartz. That's like the only really big thing that we need for this build, I would say. Probably all the quartz has been cleaned out, I'd imagine, of the rail. I don't know. If you see any, let me know, and I'll go back and grab it. I do have a cart, but it's in the ender chest in a different shulker, I guess. So, oh wait, actually, hold on. Yeah, that is your pick. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got everything valuable of yours. I may have missed like an ender pearl stack or like a crossbow or something, but I don't think it was anything that would have been enchanted or anything like that. So yeah, you should be good. And also, yeah, if I can just put my e-chest down, I actually have another cart right in there. So yeah, I got your sword. I got all your netherite. I got your elytra. All that's good. We should be good. All the most important things for sure. As I as I slightly panicked while I was there, I'm not very good at gathering people's loot. Not very good at it yet. I have a little experience now, but we got to be getting pretty close. We are at some other torch. What is this torch? Oh, this is the line of torches that I don't know why it's here, but it's very bright. It would be nice if at some point we got to make, that's the problem. Yeah, I have no idea what's coming at points like that. That's one problem. I see something. No, it's just those little flickering particle things. As much as I would love to make this nether rail look amazing, it would probably just get blown up or something, or like just slightly destroyed here and there until it's just like super destroyed because it's just, people have picked at it for too long. That seems to happen to a lot of builds. I'd show you guys. I am going to fly out to the monastery. Maybe we'll do that at the end of the stream tonight, and I'll show you what I've done there recently. I got some farms. I've been working in the iron and the mob farm there. Just some simple things. They're coming along. They're not working. Well, the iron farm's not working at all. I don't exactly know why. The mob farm is working. It's not amazing though, so it needs a little bit more. I'm thinking a lot of it has to do with just lighting more around my area. I think mobs are just spawning outside too much, instead outside the building instead of in the thing. And Cactus just got killed by a piglin, a zombified piglin, that is, for some reason. Bro just punched a piglin. All right, bro, I'm gonna leave. You're full hunger now. I'm leaving this cart at the junction here for you, and you can bring this cart and your shulker, of course. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at this, though. That's the kind of thing that'll kill somebody that has nothing on. I'm pretty sure. That was a lot of blocks in a row. You never know, man. You never know. On this rail, it's crazy. It's crazy. Cactus. Yeah, I will. Yeah, I'll put all your stuff. I'll just give you the shulker that I made because we have so many. Although you broke the farm, so, we're kind of out of shells. But we're out of getting more shells for now, that is. But yeah, it's you never know whenever there's going to be a trap, I suppose, right? Or be on your toes, and that's why I was just going to mention, please set your respawn point in the city because yeah, there could always be traps here. And the less we have to come back here, I have no idea why there are so many of these in a row. That's crazy. What's happening? Okay. I think it's been like this for a while. Never mind. I forgot about that. But yeah. I feel like people like to trap this. So the less we have to make the long journey back to spawn, the better. Don't get any ideas out there either, anybody. One of them, I don't know if it was a trap. I assume it was a trap. It just wasn't like an amazing one. It would have probably worked if it was somebody that wasn't in. I had like pretty decent diamond on at the time, so if it wasn't somebody that was wearing something like that, because I was pretty close to dead. I knocked a dirt block out because there was a bunch of blocks on the path like we saw there. I knocked a dirt block out, and there was lava on the other side. So yeah, there was definitely a trap. It shouldn't have been there at all. No lava there for. I don't know why there would be lava there. Almost like it was placed itself as well. Like there wasn't like lava there before that was then dripping down or anything. I don't think they cut a big path or anything like that. I'm pretty sure we're about at the junction. We'll set up his stuff here. Okay, you do. You do. All right, there we are. There's a cart, and there is a shulker full of your stuff. Do not place your bed here, please. And what else do we have here? Anything of his? Look at all that nice gold we've been getting. This was, in fact, it's not much. Also, two blocks on top of this that I put away. This was actually just from all the swords that had backed up our system, which happens constantly. It's not the worst. Like if you know it's all swords left in the output at the gold farm, and someone's able to AFK. I got a bunch of coal. There's so much coal. You know, coal is easy enough to get, or just lava buckets, and you just throw those guys in, and yeah, you just let the swords cook as you AFK. Before you know it, the storage is all clear. You got yourself a nice little stack there, boom, of gold, just from doing that. I mean, it's a lot of nuggets when you just do the swords. That's a lot of storage. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think that's all your stuff here. I guess that was your dying. You just died, so I don't know why you didn't just walk the whole way back. Isn't it that's just the same situation here? Wait a second. Oh. It's like, yeah, we have two, that's why it seemed odd. We have two green shulkers, because one is his. Is that you can have those, because I don't want them. What else do we have here? Oh, we have your pick, so here's that. I'm gonna have to take something from you here. Do you have a bundle anywhere? I don't think you have a bundle. Do I have your bundle on me? I'm going to take one more look at the inventory, the old inventory here. Oh, this is your mutton. That's definitely not mine. So let me give you your meat instead of just your berries. Crossbow. Oh, that's your fishing rod. You have a lot of stuff. How do I not even? Oh, that okay. So I didn't have much. I'm gonna just have to take your ender pearls. I'll give you more whenever you get back or whatever. But actually, I'm just gonna leave them here, sitting here next to the shulkers. As long as you're not as long as it doesn't take you 5 minutes to move 40 blocks, then they will still be here when you get here. And what else? What do we have? Okay, so we have the fishing rod. We have that crossbow as well. I don't know if you actually want that or not. It's not great. Or the sign, to be honest. Like, you need a bundle. You have all these like singular objects. Totally bundleable. Yep. That's the most important stuff. Everything else, I'm going to just sit it right here. Hold on, let me get my stuff out of the e-chest real quick. Stuff meaning, yeah, you get it tomorrow. It's not, I don't think it's going to be here that long, bro. You, okay, I'm going to just take it. I'm not leaving it at the intersection of the nether rail because it'll definitely get stolen. That's, yeah. Yeah, don't. Word of advice, don't leave your stuff sitting in the junction of the nether rail. Not the safest area. I need to grab Mendy. Yes. Yes, that I can do. Yeah, I can put it where the shulkers be. Let me see here. Let me see here. It's in this one here. Yes. Right one. Yeah, no problem, no problem. Though. Yeah, but I am definitely not leaving the stuff right here. Yeah, I'll put it where I put it before. Hello, you. Is that it? Make sure silk touch. Yep. All right. Well, we again traveled the nether rail uselessly. Gotta love it, man. Gotta love it. This is why I usually don't do this on stream, ever, because this is usually the way it goes. So, yeah. Let's just go back. Anyway, I guess I'm just doing the horse track on my own for now. Again, as usually is the case, right? Maybe we'll do some other stuff too. I'll show you some of my own other builds I've done. Again, all on my lonesome, right? What do? I gather materials for people, and then I do my own builds on my own. That's usually, and then I get like griefed and killed. That's Monkraft, yo. Come join. No, I haven't been killed recently. I've been attacked, which is slightly different sometimes. It all depends on who the attacker is, I suppose. But yeah, it's been pretty wild. It's been a little crazy. So I have a new build. That one is definitely going to be a solo build, of course. But I'll take you to the one that's more public now than it was before, which you've already seen. We've done it on stream. It's not very private because I've streamed it, although the coords of most of everything I do is private, as you can see there by, the coordinates being covered by me. Yeah, we are going the right way. Okay, I was just making sure that it's like somehow got turned around and we're not on the right nether rail. But yeah, I'm just, I guess I moved farther away, I suppose, because we don't have one on us, but I already knew it was the case. Locator maps are like really annoying because they show you. I didn't know how they worked. I think I understand because I asked ChatGPT, as I do a lot. I ask ChatGPT a lot of things nowadays. It's not always correct. In fact, a lot of the times I have to ask it about 1,000 times to make sure it's talking about like current Bedrock stuff, because it always reverts back to, for whatever reason, Java and not current patch stuff. So, and no matter how many times I tell it, please, ChatGPT, every time I ask you a question, unless I specify otherwise, just tell me current version Bedrock, what the down low is on whatever the question is I got for you. But for whatever reason, it always wants to tell me about Java stuff all the time. But anyway, I don't know. According to that, it said that it's like in locator maps, they don't always show all the locations of all players. But again, I don't know if you can trust it or not. They're so annoying though that they do that. It's something along the lines of it sticks with you like stick on a map. If you've been inside the map zone, then your indicator never leaves it until, like, I don't know, you either, at first ChatGPT told me something like you go What was it? There was a couple different things. One of them was dying. That was one of them. And I figured, okay, that's pretty easy. If I wanted to clear my like residual locator map data from other people's maps, then I just got to die real quick and it'll be good, right? Until again you're like on that map. If you were then on that map again, then you're yeah, then it'll show your indicator again. It's weird, but I think that's how it would work. I've seen it myself. We've seen it on stream so many times, looking at the map and being like, I can see a person on here. And the locator bar, as you can see, is turned off. It's not below us down there. There's nobody on other than myself, which is strange. We've actually had like 8, I think. Several times we've had 7 people on. We've hit 8. I think just kind of briefly we were at 8 players online at once. But several times over like the weekend, I don't think, maybe not so much yesterday, but over the weekend, yeah, we were like 7 players online almost the whole time, like half the day. It was crazy. It's crazy. So Monkraft is growing. It's it's great. We have a lot of players that kind of just pop in now. We had a couple before. Obviously, when we didn't have as many players, it seems like they come in the same, the same percentage ends up coming along just like in the beginning. You have your percentage of like griefers, or people who just want to kind of like be bad, I guess. You've got your percentage of people who want to like actually get involved and kind of come hang out, and then you got your percentage of people who just want to kind of do their own solo survival and may want to chat a little bit and may not want to. So we have like all three. Those are like the 3 groups, I would say, basically, of people. And yeah, they keep on coming. All 3 groups keep on coming, which is great, which is good. I mean, it's what we're basically expecting, right? I personally maybe was hoping for a little more team cohesion on the side of people who wanted to group up, but what can you do? What can you do? Yeah, but that being said, I don't actually know. Yeah, going back to the whole map thing, I don't know if dying actually clears your data, which is annoying. Again, the maps in general are super annoying that they even exist and do that, but whatever. I guess one of the best ways, after I pressed ChatGPT on the subject for a bit, it said the best way is just go outside the map zone. And then I did realize, at least on my own maps, when I was doing it, I'm like, okay, if I'm far enough, if I have a locator map, a locator map, and I of my own, and I go far enough from it, then it does turn off. Can you hear me now, Ben? I guess you can if you're asking questions. Yeah, that is the goal. That's not what this is, obviously. You know what this is. This is me going back from my attempt to give things to Cactus right before he logged out as soon as I got to the junction. So, I mean, either way, I guess whatever, I was going to have to make the trip back anyway, but we did make this entire trip for no reason. But yeah, horse racetrack. I asked Cactus, I DM'd him on Discord earlier today to ask if he wanted to help out, maybe do something like that. I thought it'd be cool. We'll see. Since, oh wait, I'm at the top. What am I thinking? Why did it look weird? Why did it look weird? Because it does look weird. That's why. Because there's a lot more gray than there usually is there. Yeah, the goal is to build a horse racetrack around Bend City. That is my plan. I guess my plan by myself now. I was slightly later to stream, so if I was like, if I got here at about 6, we would have had maybe about an hour to do it, Cactus and I, before he had to go there. But whatever. It's going to be a bit of a process. So we'll get the initial idea at least, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, Gold Farm. I just wanted to show you guys again, just briefly, now that we saved all Cactus's stuff. And yeah, all right. I'll just do it, and I'll deal with his stuff later. But yeah, if you flick this, so what we have is the lava. You guys probably know a little bit. If you know anything about these kind of things, you know probably what's going on here. The lava little thing, it's actually just a little pool of lava, basically, that has a fence, or I guess, yeah, a fence of trapdoors in the way. and it's close enough to ignite the portal, so it does that. But then also this is the dispenser system for the powdered snow, and so whenever we would turn that on, or when we now flick that, it continues to do, because there's the repeater there. That will dispense and then retract the powdered snow bucket, thus turning, well, every time it dispenses it, it will turn off the portal, and then it retracts it so that the lava then reignites it. And so we have a portal that just constantly goes off and on. And I'll show you that as soon as we do it. Right now you see it's off. For some reason, it's always off now. I tried to get it stuck on the on state, but it won't do it. Maybe it has something to do with just timing of when you turn it off, whether the powdered snow bucket is out or not. Anyway, that doesn't really matter. Let me flick this switch, and there you see it blinking. I don't know if we did this briefly before I left, but yeah, there it is. The tower, the pillar of redstone torches goes the whole way up and powers that. And there you see the portal blinking beautifully, as it should. And every time it does that, it has a chance to spawn a zombie piglin. And I got the water system set up the right way. Just look at them fall. Just look at them go, man. Look, we just turned this thing on. It is already. Should probably. Yeah, no, it's fine. Here, though, actually, wait a second. About time to do a little mending, right? All right. That's right. You saw all those elytra. Isn't that great? Isn't that great? Feels good to have a few extras now. If someone was really hurting, and I mean really hurting, then maybe I'd be able to give one up. They aren't falling as quickly as usual. We'll see. We'll see. I guess maybe I'm just keeping up on it, right? I'm just keeping up on it. It is near constant. We can sit here and get level 30 pretty quickly. Oh, I did not see yet what you're doing on Purge Island. I'm sorry. Well, that's sort of the slight, not spoiler, I guess, but preview or trailer, I guess, in the sense that I didn't mention what the new sort of event coming up we were going to do was, but we are calling it, well, I guess you could call it the Purge event or something. We need a cool name that's like that for us, an original name for us to use. Now, this is an event that we're going. Well, we'll give more detail as we get closer to the first one, but it is something that we plan to do as an ongoing thing, almost like every 5 Minecraft years, planned that way, which is about every 2 weeks, which gives plenty of time to get another one ready to go and give everyone time to like cool down and you know, be in the mood for another one, I would say. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to go to the island on stream. We will wait. I will wait, that is. I've been on a mission far out beyond the seas, beyond the dune seas, beyond your base, which is just incredible now. It's the first time I've seen it in a bit. And you did a lot with the place. It's amazing. So, but I was out that way doing some messing around just because all the craziness, getting away from things for a little bit. But yeah, we came back and, you know, just doing the do. I tried to come back, hang out with some people while people were still on earlier today, but it took a bit and everybody was kind of traveling because everybody was kind of dying randomly. So they all had to like travel, and so they were lagging a little bit, and I didn't want to travel at the same time. That would have just made everything worse. As I'm finding out, Bedrock is not made for like big servers, but you know, we're making it work. They do exist. We're making it work, and we'll keep making it work. Oh, I wasn't even gonna show that on stream, but you saw my message on Discord, right? But yeah, that's the pig farm. I'm actually not getting that much experience, am I? Why is that? Oh, my elytra finally is mended. It didn't take that long, actually. That was pretty quick. But hey, again, I'm super proud of myself. I'm not gonna lie. Like, this thing works. This is probably one of the best sources of XP right now on the server, if I'm not mistaken, in my humble opinion. And that's of course a scientific objective matter. I am pretty sure that this gives, and it's not automated, so there is that. We could automate it. In fact, we could. It would take a little bit, but honestly, I think we could probably make this a 2x2 without messing too much. Because if you recall, you guys wouldn't, but Ben would, because he's the one that did it. We made like at the top, it's like a 3x3. So we made it into a 1x1 right just up there. So all we really have to do is make that part of the chamber where it turns into a 1x1. We just make it a 2x2. We could put a trident killer in here. It's as simple then as everybody throwing their own trident in to get the XP while they're here. Bada bing, bada boom. We would have an auto killer. And not only would it be automated, but we'd still get the experience, which would still then make it the best experience source, I think. Our Enderman farm could be a lot better. It's not like as big as it could be, I guess. That would probably be the best if it was bigger. It also breaks a lot. I don't know if it just happens or if somebody keeps breaking it. I have no idea. I do also love the addition of the gold blocks in the back. It is very fitting, obviously. I would stand here and get level 30, but I really don't need it right now, and that would be boring. So anyway, that's that. Let me turn this off. A bunch will still spawn, so let me just let those guys filter in. Let's go check out what's going on down here. And a creeper blew some of this up, so I reworked it. This is the attempt. There's KG. This is the attempt at an auto sorter smelter system. Didn't work, but again, all I had to do here was redo the hoppers to go this direction into a furnace, and for whatever reason, it really likes to favor the rotten flesh and the nuggets. It'll send that straight through. These could all be filled with swords, right? Could be swords up to here, which there might be. No, there's not. Okay, because I completely cleared it, so should only be okay. Pretty good, pretty well off right now. But look at all that gold. That's not bad at all. Five, and or was it 4 or whatever? And then 56 was what the nuggets were. 56 of them newly, and a bunch of flesh, which I'm fine with. Like that's 60, just over 60. And don't worry about that. There was a creeper there. While it's turned off, it's completely turned off, like if the portal's not on, then of course it's very dark up there. It kind of turns into a mob spawner. Not the worst thing, right? Some extra gunpowder. But yeah, that's that. I feel like it's pretty great. It's pretty great. And then once that stuff is cleared, which it is now, boom, sword goes in, swords go in, swords and swords. And it'll keep doing that as long as somebody's here until they turn it on and start killing. Then for whatever reason, again, the rotten flesh or the nuggets, they will filter straight down on through all of those swords and into there. I have no idea why it works that way, but it constantly clogs the system up, so it never really works the way you want it to. And again, don't mind the obsidian case that we're in here. Let us go sleep. I probably should. I don't think I've done anything here since you've last seen it, but we will go sleep at the chapel if we can, because usually there's enemies nearby, so I do have to fix that, don't I? You can't sleep here because it's, I guess it's too dark outside is what it is. I need to light up around the perimeter a little bit, but we might be okay up here in the little loft area. Yeah. The public loft of the monastery. I am out of coffee. I know it's like 8 p.m., but it's been a long day. I need some coffee. More coffee. Oh, I should say yo to KG, because he doesn't know that I'm streaming. Yo, I'll catch you later, Ben. Thanks for stopping in. Have a good night. Streaming. Not stretch. $6.13. Oh yeah, I didn't even know you were. I must have missed your message saying you were flying somewhere. I also then have no idea where you were flying to. But I guess if it's 6:13, do you mean, yeah, I don't know if you mean PM or AM. So you're either in like the Midwest or you're in, I don't know, Asia or something. Ugh. Yeah, I remember back when I said this would be a great, well, it wasn't that long ago. I still think this would be a great place for new players to build if they want to build their own stuff around the city. Such a great spot. Kind of like, it's actually right in the heart of the city, to be honest with you. Don't mind the giant obsidian prison either. But yeah, you know, right next, oh, a bunch of copper chests, that's also new. But a bunch of copper golems placed all over, so. Oh, you're in Arizona? Nice, nice. I have family in Arizona. The one, at least one, I thought they were the only one. There might be a couple others that don't go by the whole daylight savings thing, so they just always have the same time there. Man, wouldn't that be nice? But yeah, I feel like it's a nice spot. It's very open. There's a giant chasm there, so don't mind that. But other than that, it's pretty good. Now, we slept. It's daytime. It's not raining, which is great, because that usually also happens. By the way, I don't know if I showed this, but we have these diorite pillars up on all of the sides. I even did most of these two over here in the stone brick. I feel like it looks pretty good. I feel like it adds a lot of the brightness that is sort of missing, sort of lacking from how this turned out. Also, I don't know what happened here, but there's now obsidian all over this instead, and also random redstone here, which is now mine. I do want to put, I think, once this is still not fixed, it got reworked again, but it is still off-centered. I'm going to lose my mind. I'm going to tear the whole thing out. No, but this also would change. This would be here, but it would be here. And I think I might make that diorite as well. I feel like it'd be nice. It'd kind of bring together the outer shell of the deep slate. If you couldn't tell, that's kind of what it looks like. It's like a shell of the castle, and then as you get to the top there, with those pillars, it looks like you're on the inner core of the castle. Pretty interesting, right? So we'll probably do that. I think that would look nice. Anywho. Oh, before we go in, one more thing to show you. With the damage, which is all repaired at this point, it was pretty big damage. TNT will do that. But there's what it looks like now. You can see you can see where it was pretty clearly, where all of the stone is showing and where the dirt is just placed around. Because again, I did say to do that. Oh man, yeah. You can get an idea of how far in the TNT went as well into the castle. Pretty deep. Took out a decent chunk. But it was mostly just the first floor. I don't know. Okay, it isn't completely finished because we ran out of wall there, but it's very close. It looks fine. It's not that big of a deal. It really is not at all. So it's unfortunate, but whatever. You know, it's more the principle of the thing, I guess, than anything. There's that. This is the inside. This was a creeper that blew a hole here, so that's why that's like that. This was, of course, just some messing around. Nothing, obviously, to worry about. Just some golems. Only 5 of the, I believe, 10 or no, it was 12. Only 5 of the 12 survived to this point because of the cacti. That's kind of funny. Only the strong survive, though, you know. Oh, there's one made it down here. He's trying to escape. He almost made it. He thought maybe if he left the castle, he wouldn't oxidize. Too bad, buddy. Wouldn't have mattered. All right. Anyway. Oh yeah. Also, we moved the beacon over here because I was doing some mining. Oh, I guess I'll show you that too. Why not? I'll give you a little bit of an idea of everything happening here in the city slightly recently. I don't know. That was probably also a creeper back there that blew up the. It looks worse than it is. It was just the 1 block of water there, but the 1 block of water is now running out. Up here, floating beacon of diamond. Not all diamond. This is not an entire core of iron, though. It's basically just this bottom layer is iron. Everything else is diamond. So it is basically all diamond. Pretty crazy. That was basically Snubs. Snub donated all those diamonds. Yeah, but this is my strip mine that I've been making. And also where I died in a wall. Because of an ender pearl down in a cave way down there. Actually, I guess I can go down. There's nothing to really be too concerned about. In fact, there's not really a way down, is there? There's this. This is the way down. I break my pick doing this. It's gonna come close. Oop. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's not do this because we're holding like everything right now. Holding all cactuses stuff. We do need a way out though. So let's do this. Yeah, it's fine. Extra step. Oh yeah. Let's not mess up here. In fact, it's not really that important. What? What in the? That was weird. Was that like some glitchy elytra stuff? I was not like repeatedly pressing A. I was just holding it in. But yeah, that just goes to a big cave. Nothing that interesting. What happened here? Oh, I see. I see what happened. Yep. Anyway. Yeah, I went caving. Well, not caving. Yeah, I wanted to look for a geode. I didn't know the easiest way to do that, so I figured I would just move the beacon over here and I would strip mine using haste. And it mostly worked. It mostly worked. I got down there. I found that cave, that hole right there that we just started going down. That was how it was. That was how it was. It was a natural hole that led down. That's why there was just a pillar of cobble going up. I should say down and up. Yeah, there's an e-chest here still. I probably meant to pick that up. Oh well. And of course this. It was great though. We ended up hitting. Yeah. So yeah, that's what we were doing. I went down. I was looking for a geode for Ben, and I found it. Eventually, actually, funnily enough, while I was went back to look for my stuff after I died in the wall, and I was looking through the wall. That's when I found a little path that sort of led to a geode. So, I mean, like kind of a silver lining, I guess, sort of, but not really. Anywho, oh yeah, let's leave Cactus as things and then get on with this, right? Yep, too far. This might also be a little new here. Maybe, maybe not. Guard room changed up a little bit. Shulker. That's like extra storage. Just like this. And put more here now that we have so many shulkers. I do have those chests still on me. Hold on. Hold on. Now one of these has the new ones, right? Or did I get all those shulkers mixed up? leave you with those. Where I thought I had some more. You did break the farm, however. There is that, of course. That whole thing. I feel like you ought to pay. Ooh, nice. I feel like you ought to pay 2 shulkers for that. I think it's a pretty small price to pay. All right. Yeah, that is going to be such a pain to fix. So yeah, I'm going to have to drag another shulker with invis. I'm going to have to get him into a minecart, which is not easy. And then I'm going to have to get him the entire way. Well, that's actually the hardest part. After you get him in the minecart, then you just have to make a rail, basically. Also kind of annoying, but less annoying. Especially if you got invis, which I don't. That's probably the biggest problem. All right. Now that that's done, and we have that, and why do I? Oh, I put the pearls in the gold chest. Is that right? That's where those went. Okay. All right. I'm done. Done with all of this. Try to get some space here. Yeah, the biggest thing is quartz because I'd like to put in some of those cool lights, like Ben did over at the mansions. Maybe we'll go check those real quick on our flight. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Let's get a slight idea of what the course might look like. And I briefly thought maybe just running it in the entire length of this mountain here, at least for this side, because it'd be super easy. And obviously, it then goes around the city. I don't know. That could be pretty good. Yeah, you know what? I think we do, and then we do, and we go over this. I don't know. I'm probably just gonna make a nice bridge here. Maybe that matches this one down there. Wait a second. What? Who made a nether portal there? Where does that go? That's interesting. I don't know where that would. I don't know what purpose that could possibly serve, other than to try to break the portal, maybe. Oh, that's maybe an attempt to break the gold farm. I don't know. We're gonna take it. Wait, what? Okay, yeah, it just didn't want to that's like the smallest portal I've ever seen. Okay, I gotta. Oh wait. Oh, I still have his pick. I'm gonna use it. I mean, I would just imagine it's the same person who placed all the other obsidian at the top. Weird that there's 2 dirt blocks on top of it, though. Other than that, the positioning is kind of exactly what you would expect. Right inside of the block like this. All right. Anyway, you just never know what you'll find, huh? Just looking along for the racetrack. Just trying to do something nice, you know what I mean? So yeah, we'll make something that looks probably pretty similar right over top of that that comes across the top here. And then I don't know, maybe we'll yeah, I guess we'll just make a like some kind of path down. I don't know if it's going to be anything too crazy. For the most part, I don't think most of it's going to be too crazy. I'm feeling like we're just going to make it like a literal path with a shovel. And maybe put some fences around the sides. Maybe make it, I think we want it to be minimum 3 wide. And then at some parts, maybe we can expand it to 5. I think that'd be okay. You know, whenever we have more room, expand it to 5. I don't know. Maybe we that's a lot of mountain to traverse with a bridge. In fact, wait a second. I don't want to go this far out, but if we did, we could actually make a bridge right here, and it'd be great. In fact, there is a way around. But yeah, this is too far out. I don't want the thing to take that long. Although that's a crazy cave. That is our mountain, Chapel Mountain. Chapel Mountain, more cave down there. So we'll come down this mountain, and then just a little bridge, probably right here, because it's small. And then I think we just go right like underneath the staircase, maybe. I do want to rework that, but either way, if we go like right here, we'll be fine. We'll take it right under here. And probably around here then. Maybe we'll take it right along the, we don't want to get too far from the city, so we'll just take it along the side here. See, through the mountain to Ben's Mansions, that's funny. Oh, yo, what if we, hold on, what if we put it like through here and used this? Yo, okay. That's awesome. I wish I had wind charges on me. I had more. I made a bunch, but like at least all the rods I think I have left. Maybe I got some somewhere I don't know of. That's possible. But I don't know where I put them. So. Oh, by the way, there's we showed that whatever first was being built. There's a lot more done there. You can see it's a process to get the outside, the outer shell done. I'm finding that a lot of Minecraft builders in general, or more specifically, I suppose, because we're talking about building, but even non-builders, I suppose, when they do builds, all Minecrafters, a lot of them do actually kind of like not furnish the insides of their builds. Like even the professional people, apparently a lot of them just don't really, it just doesn't happen for whatever reason. I don't know why. I don't know. They just think that not everybody, obviously, there's still a substantial amount that do that, but there's also a lot that don't. So it's not just like a couple people here and there maybe being lazy, myself included in that. But it's actually a thing that happens. So, but I think if we came straight through here, like through the ravine, that'd be great. A little bridge over the water or something, maybe. Maybe we even make it so maybe you fall in, or a chance for it at least. I don't know. And then we'll bring you straight across here. Actually, I don't know. You guys might not like having the track right between your builds. In fact, Ben's just like he doesn't even care anymore as much, but I don't know if he wanted a build quite so close to his here. But it's not like it's inside of it or anything. So this glass box, it sort of marks a pretty fine edge, pretty distinct edge to the build. So I mean, really, you got a little. It'd be nice to just save a little room. It almost looks like the sand is taking over or something. I told them it would kind of look cool if they started going up the side of the mountain a little bit, like faded it off as they went up. That'd look pretty awesome. A good old hole in the mountain, as always. Yeah, it wouldn't be bad if the path came through here, the track that is, but I feel like, yeah, it's probably cutting it too close for the builds. But I did want to sort of include Cactus's build. Maybe this is what we do. Maybe we go, it's fine, it's not like it has to be a complete circle. We can kind of wind around a little bit. So what if we came through here, came up here, and then we wound up this direction, Yeah, I like that. And then we came up here, and then we took this ridge. Oh no! What are we gonna do about this? I don't really want to mess with this at all, but we're gonna have to do something if we come up the mountain, right? Or we don't, and we stay on the ridge here, right here. We work our way around. In fact, right here we could even cut through. No, you know what? I think we keep going here. Although, again, since we kind of passed that up, maybe we use the ridge up to that point over there, and then we come this way, and then we kind of could come up this direction here, and come up over top. Maybe I'll probably play it by, I don't know, hit this and just make it a pretty big turn, pretty pretty sharp turn this direction, and then we'll just come straight in over here. Is everything still good? It just said OBS restarted. Give me a second here. Hold on. You're live. Okay, we're good. Yeah, so and we'll just come over here and probably hit right about there again. Bridge. Come this direction. Smack into some leaves. Yeah, this is almost already cut out, so we'll just come straight through where it is, where it's open, and straight through all these builds. Boom. Now the moat's going to be there in the giant chasm, so we'll have to just come up right this way, maybe. Again, we're getting a little close. Maybe we have to come outside. Oh, Cagey's doing some villagers. Is there a? Oh yeah, I forgot. This isn't Snub's house anymore. This is Atomic Sub's house. This is Sub's house now, not Snub's, but Sub's. I still don't have more coffee, guys. This is a problem because now it's almost like 9 o'clock. But yeah, Snub let Sub move into his hotel room there. I was gonna do the same, but I was kind of upset that somebody stole my bed. So many beds getting taken. It's not one I use, but still, again, it's like the principle of the thing. The beds, especially when they're beds like that. If they're like more public ones, I can kind of understand them. That was a bed in a hotel room. Who does that? Anyway, as I use all my rockets up, I think maybe we have to stick to the outside here. So, in fact, we should get everything in. So maybe we come this direction. Maybe we turn here, either there, or we can turn here, because there's a lot of space between that and where the moat will be, I think. And then if we could make an extra path that goes next to the real path, that's the track, that'd be kind of cool. I wouldn't mind that. That comes up over here as well. And now we're kind of getting far out, but we could do that. Now the problem is we can't really go across the path unless we just did it like right here. I feel like we're getting too far out of the city, though. The track's getting too long. So let's just say that it'll stop, or that it'll run through there. This is the issue right here, mostly where the moat's going to be. So maybe if we just, I don't even know. We might have to make an underground part. Oh, chords to the end portal. I have no idea. I always forget to look, to be honest. I know where it is, like how to get there, that's about all. There's the other cactus. Yeah, you know what? Okay, so we're gonna have to do a little bit of landscaping for this last part. I would imagine this is the last part, right? I don't know where the start and finish will be, but I think we do want to make one like circuit, right? I think it's going to come through here, either cut this direction around the berry farm or between the berry farm and where the moat will be, which is basically, again, where the blast zone is and where the ravine is. Like, the moat's actually going to come out that far, so unless we cover up a little bit of that, either way, yeah, the track's going to have to come this direction. It's not like you miss anything, really, any of the builds, because you're going to come around here and see the castle and everything from up here anyway. So, or sort of, you're not really going to go up, but you kind of will. You will miss all this stuff, because we won't go up the whole way here. Although we could go up. Yeah, the only problem, again, is no matter what we do, we're going to have to cross the actual path, and I'm trying to not have to do that. So the only real thing we can do to make it work, I feel like I'm playing Roller Coaster Tycoon again or something, is run it around this way and then right through there. So literally straight through this mountain at this location. Perfect spot. Go under that path. And not only that, but it's actually going to come out right here. Through here. It'd be great if we could get a little bit of an opening there. Come around. And right out here, somewhere, pretty much right here would be what I'm shooting for. Oh, wait a second, yeah, because we're going to use basically this entire mountain for the track. So if we hit that right about there, get up there, as we're coming down like this, and then just go straight up the side of the mountain here. Somewhere, probably just literally up the side of the mountain until we make it to the top, and then we go. That was my last rocket, but then we'll just like keep going that direction, the whole way around again. There we have the whole circuit. How about that? All right, now that's basically what we'll do. I need some more rockets, but I also need. I have a shovel. Let me get all my stuff again, because I have been doing a lot of traveling. I haven't had my stuff out. Let me re-gear myself, re-equip myself. Got my shulkers, and also gets, yeah, I got all kinds of stuff. All kinds of nonsense, right? I got a golden sword on me. There's a lot more equipment in here than there was before. All right. Those two spots in the E-chest, those are for my other shulkers when they need to go in there, if you're wondering. Which I'm sure you're not. All right. Oh, also. All right, I'm taking that piece of wool and giving you your pick. So much stuff in there. Oh, the pup joined us. I didn't even realize. In the middle of things. That there. I'm going to keep this stuff. Dirt. Replenishing our dirt stores. That's good. All right. Pop over here, grab our valuables, and also you can see I added another bundle in there. Very color coded, everything in color order. Except I used the dark green one. I guess I don't even know where it would fit, like in here somewhere. It would actually. It would fit in here because you would put the green and then you would put aqua in there as well. That would make that transition better from the aqua into the light blue, into the dark blue, into the purple. That would look good. That would work. Not that it matters. We're gonna have so many more shulkers, so many more. I think that's all I need, right? You see, but yeah, I did this now for all the golden apples in the yellow. Added this one in, got all the ominous bottles. I used up my smaller ones. I kept all the big ones. And yeah, the other valuables all in here now that used to share. These used to be the same. I added a lime bundle in there. And yeah, pretty good. There's my valuables. show you everything I own real quick as I put in where and what am I even looking for? Yeah, I'll leave them as ingots. Yeah, because I don't have any bars or blocks to put in. I just put the new gold in already. 18. So yeah, I think this is more equipment. This is more stacks of stuff. Got a ton of emeralds in there. That's something I should probably get out. And this is where all that equipment is. Riptide. I have another trident though. Wait, where's the other trident? Oh, it's just in here. Yeah. That's what I want. Riptide's better. That's fully done. This one's just a Riptide. Yeah, I'll take out my hoe and my shovel, both incredible. But that one's even better because I put fortune on it because I didn't think that the shovel needed a fortune. Well, because I would have to add it by book. I don't think I have to do that though. Don't think it's worth it. And should we take anything else? Yeah, let's get rid of this. Get an actual pick out here. Yeah. Not even my best stuff. I still can't even bring myself to do it. I just feel like just never know. You just never know when something's gonna happen. Grab all that. Go on here. Something does though, I'll be ready. Got netherite ready to go. Whatever. Got apples somewhere. I got new apples somewhere. I feel like I'm missing something here. Ah, there they are. Okay. That's the thing I needed to get out. Let's use some on apples, I guess. Nice. Yeah, pop the rest in here. Oh. Or maybe we won't. Yeah, man, that gold farm is amazing. I'm loving it. We got gaps for days. We're never going to run out now. We pretty much have everything as long as the farms continue to work. We will have basically all the stuff we need. We got the raid farm, we got the mob farm, we got the gold farm, we got the Enderman farm, we got the shulker farm that is also broken now, of course. But yeah, I mean, we still got a lot of good stuff. Do I have an iron shovel in here? Nope. Okay. I have it on my bar though. Got 2 shovels. I don't want to use my whole my good one, obviously, the whole time. So for making roads, making paths. So if I can avoid that, or at least avoid breaking it, I do have an extra shovel here. And I only have 3 pearls. We need to change that. I thought I was inside the cow pen for a second there. I wonder if there's anything here. A couple pieces of raw beef. That's literally it. Wow. All right. I do really want a cup of coffee, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I also really love this place. I'm not gonna lie. Speaking of all the things we have, we got the beef farm, the farm, the cattle farm, the best probably in my opinion, because you can't do anything if you don't have food, and you need a good food source. You got your cows. I sure hope that. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I did a little bit of work probably since last time you saw this. In fact, not since last stream, but I don't think we showed this on the last stream. Probably like 3 or 4 new cows in the top here, which actually adds quite a lot to the bottom, especially if you have somebody like myself. I don't know who else does it, but sometimes I'll come here, I'll feed the cows, and then boom, you got a bunch of cows in the bottom just chilling. And eventually, people come and go it's close enough to the city that people end up, rendering or simulating the chunks relatively often, even if they're not here. And so the cows grow up. If no one takes them, then you actually have some extra cows because you can feed the ones that are growing up down here, get some extra little ones down here, plus the ones that you feed up there to filter down. And then you get to take out the cows, and it's all great. So you can even get like a double thing going, or either that, or when you do that, you kind of have some ready to go for the next person that comes, and then if they also feed and feed some at the bottom as well, that are, when they are grown, then there's more already at the bottom. There's more that filter down there, and again, they're maybe going to be then ready for the next person that comes if they come. Not too soon after, because they would need time, obviously, and the chunks would need to be rendered in or simulated long enough for that to happen. Speaking of things happening, pretty sure that's not supposed to be that way. Yeah, okay. Well, I think before I get truly started on the, oh yeah, we have no rockets. Oh yeah, just fall, slowly fall. Oh yeah, we got this. Is that, wait, oh, the sheep, okay. This goes to the raid farm. In fact, we need to go to the raid farm. Also, listen to the signs. You should listen to signs sometimes. Not always, I guess, but that one you should. Oh, okay. Wow, we've been burning this thing. Whew. This is the one we just mended. Holy. But yeah, if you take this, you get to the raid farm. Ta-da! And we're not going to take that because I don't trust it. After what I just saw over there, I don't trust that. So I'm going to, never mind. I don't have rockets. So let's do this. Because I do have rockets. I always have rockets, technically, if I have an ender chest. I just have to find them. I thought I had some already made. I'd prefer to use stuff I already have made if I can. Oh yeah, that's right. I always forget orange and green have a lot of random stuff in it. In them. That is. Still, they haven't really been... That's what they are. They're like random shulkers, basically. Not rockets, though. How many carrots in gold for a stack of diamonds? I assume he means that he wants the golden carrots from me. And he will give me a stack of diamonds. I don't know. All right, is anybody there? What do you guys think I should do for that, for the rates of some golden carrots per kg? How many golden carrots per diamond? Is that a 1-to-1 ratio? I don't even think it's worth that, to be honest. I think it's like, I don't know, like 2 stacks. Should we do like 2 stacks for 1 stack? You know, I don't want to like screw him over. It's our buddy after all. Don't mind all my books. You know, we got the cows, we got the auto cane. Also, don't even need to take that out at all. I have no idea why I took that out. This is the one I want. That's why. Okay, so let me use this stuff because it's not really supposed to be in there anyway. That's the shulker for that stuff. This is like the miscellaneous one again. So put that guy away, put this guy away. There'll be something, all that stuff will be like actual useful things eventually. All the stuff in the e-chest. Right now we have just all kinds of stuff. I guess I already have some of them. And as always, we got our crafting. We actually have 2 crafting tables right now. We're lugging around with us. All right, I think that'll do. Let's rather use it in here. Throw that in there. Oh. All right. That away, and we are good to go. Silk touch, just making sure I have the right picks since I keep changing things around. I mean, I don't know. I feel like that's. I have no idea. I don't know if he's gonna be like, bro, that's so expensive. No. Obviously, gold. I mean, like I would match the gold with the. Yeah, I felt like I was pretty. I mean, what would that be? That'd be like how many? It's like 8 nuggets for 1 carrot, right? Diamonds are really the only thing that we can't get though anymore. I have carrots still. Most of that is all just like grinding out those few materials. I do already have carrots. I've been hanging on to for a while. I feel like this probably I could probably even just do 4 stacks. I have a decent bit of gold too. I prefer having the diamonds, so I probably do that. Yeah, all right. I think that's the plan though. Let me go make some coffee real quick, and I think we will start the track. I don't know. Maybe I'll think about where we should start the track. That'll be what I'm thinking about while I'm gone. And I'll tell KG I could do 4. I don't know if I could do more than 4 for a stack though. That's a lot. That's getting to be a lot of gold. Again, it's really just AFKing for a while, but still though, that's 4 stacks of carrots for. I feel like that's pretty. That's got to be pretty good. That's got to be pretty good. So I'll be right back. It is about nighttime, so also he might be doing villager things. Yeah, let me go start that cup of coffee, and I'll run down here real quick. I'm just a buyer. All right, well in that case, 1 stack. How about that? 1 stack for 1. Then we'll be the only one. We'll shut this gold farm down, and we'll go make a secret gold farm, and we'll just be the golden apple and carrot guy, and no one else will have gold. No, because no one wanted to build this farm or help me in finishing it. So, but I imagine that they are capable of doing it if they really needed to. It's really not that hard of a farm. I have no idea why this block is here. I want that. That's for. What can you use that for? Wild trim or something? One of the trims take these mossy blocks. There's actually a lot up by the chapel, so we have cave blocks, cave items, no. Stone. Yeah, yes-ish. Actually, stone, not cobble, but whatever. I don't know if there's anything in the cobble one anymore. Nope. Nope. Also, no bed here. I'll have to go to a bed real quick. Might be carrots back here. Not anymore. There was one at one point. I farmed a ton of carrots. You probably know. You may know quite well how many carrots I farmed in the past, and that I used to eat carrots all the time. Regular carrots, that is. Super efficient, you know, me. Super efficient. Oh, I almost hit that thing. Definitely hit that thing. there's that. I will BRB. I thought I opened two doors. That's the other one I opened. And I will think about where we'll start, but I feel like maybe we should start it somewhere in the city, or at least I don't know. Maybe we start it like literally right up there, right in like the center, overlooking the center of the city or something like that. So that'll be like one of the closest places. It's also very open, so maybe consider maybe bank on that being where we start this thing. Give me one sec, guys. I'll be right back. How about this? I think this is the best idea. If it starts taking like super long, then it's going to be two. If it's fast, then it'll be four, or something in between there. Who knows? BRB. That was not actual coffee in there. There's like water that gets stuck in my cup. Coffee mugs are so weird. BRB. It's too much. You probably can't see because it's so dark, and I don't even know if the camera's on her enough right now. But just laying with her paws on the end of the armrest of the couch, facing the staircase, watching me with her ears perked up, wagging her tail here, assuming she's gonna get a treat. And now I just said the word. Whoops. Oh, look at that. Perfect timing. Gotta go sleep again, but at least we weren't attacked by anything. And also, there's a bed right there. But we will start right here. But we do have to get one more thing real quick. Again, by get, I just mean open up the trusty old lumber chest. And the blue shulker is our wood. Got a bunch of dark oak logs. Don't mind that. Don't mind that. I wish I had more oak. That's not very much. Yeah, we need more oak. It's not going to be enough. But for now, it is. Probably for the stream, it is. Let's see how much we get. Let's see how much we get. All right, well, we're good. Fences, that is. So we're going to pretty much just use them for fence. Yeah, let's do all those. And how do you make a fence? I think the gate is more sticks for whatever reason. I don't know if that makes sense or not. I'm not sure. We'll just do both. Oop. That's not what I meant to do. That is also not what I meant to do. Okay. Why is this so difficult? It's just a weird number. Let's just do that and we'll figure it out from there. Oh. $32, $16. What in the world? There we go. Oh. I figured it out. I cracked the code. Alright, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. That is not actually going to get us very far. But at least we'll get the outline. Right? I think that might be the best, might be the most important. Let's run away because I'm sure something is standing out there waiting to blow up, specifically creepers. Alright, now specifically, again, we do want to make it up here. A random piece of obsidian. So let's find an exact spot. Probably over there. I think the more flat would be better, right? It gets a little bumpy over here the whole way. Could have them like come like almost down and through here, the home stretch, perhaps, and then finish right here. I.e., also start here, right? What do you horses think, eh? Where are you? I did see Cactus had a saddle on him, one of the items he dropped. Wonder if that was for this. Oh yeah, picking up. I was going to go to the raid farm. I think the only reason I was going up to the raid farm, I was going to show it to you, but I was also going to go up for saddles. I think we got enough there, yes. Let's go. Get a bunch of saddles. Maybe get some horses. Why not? Why not? All right. Looks like everything's intact. That's nice. You guys aren't looking great right now. I got you. I got you. We've got Luke and John are still left. Matthew and Mark, sadly, are not. And one of these is like full of saddles. Well, that's like half full. But there's a full saddle. Now they're just all over the place. Okay. Okay, so everything's all over the place. Let me grab all the saddles out of here, because that will help not get more saddles in there. Right. So there's that. That's a bunch of saddles. That's all we'll need. Let's go. Okay. Okay. So yeah, it's gonna come like right through here and under here. It's gonna be pretty cool, I think. And then, oh yeah, if we could like, oh yeah, never mind, not there yet. Come through here and then here. If we could like come up the side of this ridge, like straight up the side, it would look pretty cool. It would look and also be pretty cool while you're racing, I think. Although it would also be nice if you could, maybe we could, I don't even know. We'll get there when we get there. It's the end of the course, so yeah, we'll probably have learned a lot of things by then, right? Because this is going to be pretty big. But in the, you know, once it's actually the race is happening, unless your horse, all the horses are extremely slow, which hopefully is not the case, it shouldn't be too long of a race, honestly, to do the whole thing. Also, let's switch this real quick to haste. I mean, the speed boost, whatever it's called, because obviously we are not using haste right now, and neither is anybody else because we're the only one on. Only ones. We are the only ones on. Us, collectively, together, togetherness. How do I get over to this thing? Why did I build it like this? I didn't, of course. I built it next to things, but I mined out a little too much. I got a little too crazy with the old pickaxe with haste there. Doesn't take too long to take out, just annihilate everything, right? Try not popping the couch. Weird dog. Weirdo. Yeah, wagging her tail because of that. Okay, yeah. Got some emeralds at least. Oh. Don't exactly know how this works. I think I know how this works. Emerald speed to check mark. Okay, okay, I did. All right, cool, cool. Whoa, cool. Yeah. Comes like through the mountain. That is gonna move though. I just wanted to use it for the strip mine. All right, let's just mark. I think let's just mark a spot for the beginning. Oh man, we just had something cool. 1 second. Luckily, we got a chest right here. Unfortunately, it is full. This is also the wrong hole. Gotta go the whole way down. The whole way down. Super fast now, though. Let's grab which shulker, 20 in here and 12 in there. Now let's put all the saddles in this because again, this is the more like equipment shulker. So like the non-stackables usually go in there. That's how I'm playing it right now. So do that, and now we got plenty of room. Let's grab a stack of calcite. That's all. And you know what? And a stack of cobble just in case we need it. Just in case. Now that we got the room. I'm not going to be picking really anything up, so hopefully. All right, yeah, I'd imagine just like right here in the widest, openest space, and even better if we can get it like directly almost in line with the first bridge, the first building, and the first bridge to go in. Yeah, it'll never be perfect, but it's basically here. This is pretty much the exact spot I first entered the city at whenever Ben built it. When I was like ogling over the mountains that where like the location he chose, I'm just like, this is insane. It's like there's just a giant mountain range wrapping around this village that had a lot less cherries in it at the time. And also buildings. There was just the mansion over yonder where the portal is, the only build at the time. But it was basically how it is now. Built that pretty quick. Anyway, some Monkraft lore for you there. Because we are all very close, 10 days away from 4,000. Let's just call it right here. Take one more look. I'm going to say right about here. And I'm going to go straight into this, right into this hill here, right into it. The weeds make everything slower though. You know, if you're like max range, you will insta mine or insta whatever things like this. It's just a regular iron shovel. Boom. And okay. A big old hole. I'm going to cover that up. Because we're not going to be picking anything up. Am I crazy? We're going to be picking up so much dirt. Put that here. And fill in this hole right here. Just up to here, I think. And then our calcite. Now again, we don't have to make the track massive. And maybe we shouldn't even make it that far. Maybe it should, maybe it should be like right here. It's okay, I might cut all this out. This is for off stream though. To get an idea of where I want to put this. It's almost going to be like a starting line. Probably take out the calcite eventually, but it'll give us a good idea of what the start and finish is going to be. Let's put one more down here. And one more. And then we'll put the calcite in here. Our eyes are getting dry. An evening thing. Okay, it's getting a little more difficult. Calcite. And we'll just go like 5. Yeah. All right, now let's cut this back so it matches. We'll just go back to there. All right. There we go. And of course that will be cleaned up, but there's our start. Let's get down and sleep. I love this house. This is a nice, cozy little, whoa! Overshot it a little bit there. Hey, horsey, I don't think you're very fast, but you could be one of them. You could maybe be the one. I don't think you are the one, though. Now suddenly horses are going to mean a lot more in Monkraft. Telling you what. We're going to have a bunch of we meeting everyone, I'm hoping, is going to have like their own stable of named horses that hopefully increase in speed as they find better and better ones. Maybe we even get other people making tracks at their own bases and stuff. We have different venues for races. And maybe, you know, ones that maybe utilize jumping more than speed. Maybe a more of a mixture, more or less mixture of both. I don't know what else you could throw in there other than speed and jump, right? Speed and hops is the only things that horses, 2 stats really that horses have, right? I don't know what else you would do. So I mean, there's that, and then maybe some other just different things that would happen to just test the rider's skills themselves. But yeah, anywho, let's throw a block back in there so we can kind of more clearly see what we're looking at now. We don't need any of that cut out. That's actually completely useless. But we might cut this down a little bit just so we have a better view, like kind of over. I don't know. Maybe we just keep it where it is. The goal is to get the view of the city, not really the view of anything else. That's not as important. So the race starts, and we can make. I don't know. Maybe we start a path. If we just do the center one, then if we go off by 1 or 2, then it shouldn't matter. Should be pretty straightforward. It's going to be a lot of terraforming and things. I think the most interesting part stream-wise here was just like kind of the planning of the path, and I think again for stream purposes, I'll do like a little bit here, and then I'll kind of show you what I have in mind build-wise on the little piece that we end up getting done once I like kind of form the first leg, if you will. But this is fun. This is like kind of my thing. As you guys know, I want to do events. I want to do things like that. There's so many like mini games and like small games and stuff we could make inside of the SMP though that we could be playing here anytime, or at least more often, because we don't, again, have to always be doing stuff in the creative world. There's always this that can also have at least some types of games. The creative world, obviously, it has a lot of other opportunities, especially with like little, well, we can do them here as well, but different PvP challenges, because then it's just easier to kit people out, gear people up for that instead of having to utilize, people's actual gear and anything like that. It's also easier to control things as an op, event-wise, if we just have me as the guy in creative and everyone else is survival, and I can just do what needs to be done for everybody. I don't want to go too far off here. We want to stay close, I think. Yeah, let's not go too much farther. I think we just kind of cut it this way. So the turns can also be a little wider, like path-wise. I think that makes sense, right? And let's cut down this. What do you think? Should I use my diamond shovel? Let's see how good it does. How well it does. Sorry, that was horrible grammar. Let's go this way. I can hopefully fix it later. Hopefully notice that it's different, because I do want it to be semi-straight in the diagonal there. You can see where kind of went veered left there. I think I'll probably pick up on that. It's very obvious. And then we maybe go this way. I'll just make the one path, save as much shovel as I can as that one goes away. I did have another iron one somewhere. I don't know where that went. Yeah. Can we do this? Yeah, but I hope everybody kind of gets on board with this and the other things that I have planned, and maybe some other guys have planned. Again, we have the Purge, the thing I wasn't going to mention the name of or like the concept of yet. It's going to leave that for later when it actually starts happening. It's a recurring thing. The horse race is a recurring thing. Again, I have several other things in mind. I'm sure others do. We could make it just an entire like triathlon, or whatever, of however many. It'd be more than 3 things to do. It'd be like an Olympics of just like mini games inside of Monkraft. Would be super great, right? Oh my goodness, that was a. I'm glad that my sound is down for weather, because that would have been super loud. That was literally right in front of us. I don't know if I've ever. Oh wait, that's not the house I thought it was. I don't know if I've ever seen. I've had ones that struck closer than that to me, for sure. But I don't know if I've ever seen one so close, directly in front of my face. But I've been flying a few times, like, when you're just like flying over an ocean and it's super dreary. Is it going to keep raining? Okay, thank you. Yeah, those times, it's like the worst time, and then all of a sudden, I feel like I'm flying all the time, and it's always raining when I'm flying. Thunderstorms, twice at least, if not 3 times in Monkraft here. I've almost been struck by lightning while flying. Is that possible? Can somebody tell me if it's possible to be struck by lightning? Ever, really, I guess. Particularly, though, when you're flying, because it's frightening. I'm not gonna lie. That's a very, I feel like that's a very human fear. I mean, not of the game, obviously, but like to get your fear sensors going. The fact that lightning strikes, fake lightning even, strikes right in front of your face, or again right next to you, not necessarily in front of your face. It can be jarring. Look at all this yellow dye waiting to happen. We could use them to decorate, I guess, but that's no fun. I feel like I went a little too far away there, so we'll bring it back a bit. And yeah, this is really long. I mean, the building process is much longer than the racing process, obviously. So I'm just gonna give it a good old whack down like this. And if I need to work it out a little bit, I will. It'll be fine. I'll just, you know, break the path and redo it where needed off stream. But then you guys will have an idea of what's happening. And in a second here, I'll turn around and I'll sort of build a bit of the beginning, sort of what I have in mind. I don't have anything in mind specifically for the start finish. That'll obviously look different than the rest of the path of the track, but for now I don't have anything. I really hate that I'm going right through this flower patch. I hate removing natural stuff, and it looks like I'm gonna have to remove this. I'll just relocate them around the path, but it's not the same. It's not the same. We could it's just relocate the path around the flowers, right? No. I will go through. I'll just move them to the sides of the path. And again, just briefly, I will show that we will go, not the whole thing. Well, we could fly the whole thing again real quick. So we'll go down this direction again. Keep it close, and then we'll be able to come straight over, basically right through here. I almost died. Not really. I mean, I might have died. I already have 3 hearts missing, so it's possible I would have died there. Falling the entire way down there, yes, I definitely would have died, because that is quite a distance. But anyway, up there, it is directly where that dirt bridge would be, I guess. We'll work with it. And then from there, pretty much like, not zigzag, but like sort of like quickly down the mountainside, and then across here, under this staircase, which will probably not be under the staircase eventually once I rework that. I think we take the coastline here probably just because it's a nice bit of a break from the stuff. It's very open, but not this far, because we do want to probably cut up right here and go through here, around here, up this way, and then and then we want to stick to like the side here until we hit. Oh wait, no, we want to go the whole way around. That's right, we're going the whole way around. This is going to be a crazy ledge, and we'll come around this direction. We'll keep on going, keep on going, keep on going. And then there's a little bridge there. Come this way. Maybe we won't even go that far in. It will stay at the outskirts there. Staying low, going through the mountain right there. We'll see it peek out through in there. Hopefully, have like a little view as you go through. Come out here. Come out here. There's a cobblestone piece there for some reason. Come up here. Don't die with elytra like this. And again, I think we meander sort of up the mountain slowly, and then either we go again along the ridge there, or we can come up through all like these hills here, these little rolling hills, and then kind of come down through here and finish. Boom. There it is. There's the path. What do you guys think? I think that's going to be pretty good. Horse race wise, it's not like super fast. I think what it comes down to is like if it was a shorter track, we could always do like 1 to 3 to 5 laps and then extend the race that way. This one's more like just a 1. If you want a long race, I guess maybe you can go 2 or 3 laps, but it's pretty much just like a 1 lapper, I would say. Again, if you're going to do like a city tour sort of horse race though, then yeah, it's gonna be a little long, because the city's supposed to be big, right? There's supposed to be a lot of stuff to show. So I think that'll be pretty good though. Actually, I'm feeling pretty good about this, guys. It's our first I feel like it's our first fun build on Monkraft. At least ours. Others have probably done some fun stuff at this point. Just like straight up fun. And I hope people want to do it because, we should have some fun here sometimes. We do have fun. We build a lot of stuff, but aside from that, you know, we do kind of hang out and just like goof off a lot. But, like, we might as well goof off with some other fun stuff like this, right? So again, let's go to, I guess, let's not go right to the beginning. Maybe we'll go right to here. How about I work with this? I'll work this part out real quick. See what we're working with, what the plan is. Fill all that in real quick. All right. So I'll work with specifically like this little piece, this little hill piece. So I feel like this would probably be 5 wide to start because it's the beginning, and it's also a straight stretch. I feel like the I don't know if I would say that doesn't make sense because then also it would all be 5 wide because I feel like the turns need to be 5 wide. So it's probably just going to vary a little bit. Some of the straight stretches might be narrow, straight and narrow. I think most of the turns, especially if they're very sharp turns, they're going to be wider. They'll be like about a 5 wide. Some of these, though, some of these could be a little more precarious. Although, again, I don't know. Can horses just like auto climb over a 1 tall fence? I thought about making it 2 tall and just like kind of keeping all the animals inside it. So let's make it 3 for sure. Yeah, it has to be 5, I would say here. Some of it can be 3, but for the most part, we'll do 5. I don't think this is quite wide enough for a horse race. Again, especially at the beginning, need all the space you can get, as everyone will be vying for those front positions or just maybe a secure position somewhere, a safe position. I don't know. Is there do you have like, oh, I can't remember what the word is anymore. Like hitbox moving. I can't. There's a name for it, and it's totally slipping my mind. But can you like run into other players when you're on horses and like affect them as when you're on a horse? Yeah, I think 5 wide would actually not be bad. The 3's not looking too bad now that I look at it. I think maybe some of the plains areas, if we go, I don't know, I was actually thinking the opposite again there. That maybe the better area would be like when we're in the forest or something. Maybe that's the time to, of course, whenever I'm doing the edge one is where I mess it up. But there's our 5, and we will make it everywhere there's a track. I shouldn't have done that, I guess, in that case. Everywhere there's a track, we will make it even. So let's just do that real quick before I go any farther. Yeah, okay. And I forgot this piece. There we go. And that can go there. All right, so there's like, right, probably up to the first turn right here then, which is right there, literally. That might be the corner right here already. We'll keep it the 5 wide. We'll see what we do with the first turn. We'll probably make the first turn 5 wide, and then after that, in fact, after the curves, after all the turns is when we hit the forest. So maybe we'll make that 3. And we'll try to make it pretty straight over there. Is KG still on? He might still be doing villager things. I have no idea. Oh, yeah, I do. Never mind. Never mind. Come on. All right. That's good. It always gives me a chance to sip some coffee. And say like and subscribe. By the way, I would love to be getting back to my first world video series. Another one of those will be coming out hopefully this week. I finally got another one out last week. Yeah. We have a lot to go though, guys. I'm sorry. It could be much better content. It will be. It's not bad. I mean, there's a lot of funny stuff, I feel like, because I had literally no idea what I was doing. I still, in the part, spoiler alert, there's not much of a spoiler, but In the latest video, I still haven't figured out how to eat food or how to regen health yet. So I'm still like working with 3 and then 2 and then 1 heart, just like trying to survive. It's pretty hilarious at times. So maybe not specifically that. That's more of like a it's more like of a long term funny thing that just it continues to happen. I guess right. It's not like one of those laugh out loud. It is yeah. You know what I mean. But there's some of those too, of course. Don't worry. Yeah, this is gonna work. I think. I know it looks plain, but it's gonna look a little less plain. Just give me a moment to get going on it. You know, I want to give you a little more of an idea of what I have planned here, not just the path and the fence. It's not quite all I had in mind for today. Although we did use like all the fence already. That did not take long. Oh, good. I was going to say, I think that might actually turn it back to dirt. So good. We don't have to mess with that. Okay. Well, we got to do something with that too, but that's fine. That's fine. That's all we need for now. One second. Luckily, we have a test subject here. Is that your name? How do we do this? We get on the horse first, and then we can get the... Yeah, okay. Okay. So he's slow, for one. I knew that. That's not a... He also has literally no... He got up the 2 block there. It was like some lag or something. Come on, bro. You got this. Ugh. Yes, okay. All right, one more, buddy. One more. You are... Okay, I'm the worst. It's not your fault. I'm bad. I'm bad with a bad horse. All right, there we go. There we go. All right, all right. So, main question. All right, yeah, you can't just flop over. So that's apparently YouTube doesn't like me using a horse, or the stream that is, I should say, OBS. All right. Of course, if you have a horse that can jump at all, you will be able to jump it. Even this guy can do it. But that's fine. I might go too high on it because I think it would look better. I think it would just look nicer, right? Oh my goodness. I am sorry. I have no idea why that is so laggy. That's hilarious. All right. Well, I mean, like the stream's at normal time now. So, all right, horse, that's all I have for you because you make everything laggy for some reason. Put you back at the start at least. Okay, yeah, that's weird. That's weird, but that's how that would work. He's actually a lot slower than me, especially with the speed boost. I don't know how we would do in a straight foot race if I didn't have the beacon. It might be pretty close though. My other idea, and I ran out of fence posts, so let me just grab some of these other ones from beyond here where we weren't able to match up quite. All right, that should be enough. My thinking was that every, I don't know, we'd make it like every certain amount. Be great. I'm not going to count out how long this is. Maybe we'll have to figure out some kind of system for it, but it'll be like, I don't even know. I'll put one right here, I guess. Be like, I actually mentioned earlier the quartz that we needed. This is what that would be for. I think I want to put in some red. Finally, the last one at least. Some redstone lamps. Is that what they're called? The like square things. Oh yeah, I meant to show you what I meant when we went over to the big glass box where Ben's mansions are. I didn't mean to show you what he did there. I kind of would like the same sort of thing, except instead of course, doing it on a path as lampposts, we're doing it as like, oh, really? I would like to do it as like a, too fast, I can't get on there. Okay. I'd like to do like a, oh, I don't know how I'm going to get up there. As long as I don't put dirt on the path, it doesn't matter. Wow, I'm so bad. So fast. That's the problem. I think we just go that much is fine. Yeah, that'll look good. I think that's a good height. And we'd go one. We need a couple more fence posts, but we got one more. One more would have done it. We get one more real quick. That'll do. And then in the middle of it, we would put the redstone lamp or whatever it's called. Let's go make one. How do you make one of those? Let's go find out. We have the stuff, I'm sure. At least for one. I know I have some quartz, I just gotta find it. In amongst my shulkers. Okay, I guess I'll just go in the front door. Alright, I think it is quartz. We have 2 redstone on us. I have a feeling that's not going to be quite enough. Where is it? There is redstone lamp. Yes, 4. Oh, plus glowstone. I have some. I do actually have some. Somewhere. Okay, I moved that out. That was where I put it in ender chest. That was me that moved it out, so yeah, nothing surprising there. More redstone. Okay. What about flying to the gold farm? We'll just do this though. And the quartz we don't need, never mind. So that's kind of nice, never mind. Yeah. Glowstone though, probably more annoying, right? I don't know. We have dust, but I also have more actual glowstone, which I'm going to use that because I don't know if the dust has another purpose. I think you can just use, if you break glowstone, you get glowstone dust as well. So either way would work, I suppose. I think we waste less dust if we just use actual glowstone, however, because you can, of course, silk touch that. Where did I put that, though, is now the question. I think it might have been in one of these. Did we already see it? You would have saw it if it is in one of these. Ah, yes. Plenty. I mean, it's easy enough to get if you're using the glowstone. Well, again, like, I'm not going to break one, but if I broke it with a that is a non-silk touch, then I would get the dust if that's what people want. I don't know if that's a thing that anyone ever wants, but you could do that. But again, you could just get the glowstone. I think it's probably, you get more because you might just get like 3 dust per glowstone you break instead of just silk touching an entire glowstone, which would also look kind of nice. But we're gonna make them into lamps. Now the question though would be, how do we turn them on, right? That's also important. Was it 4 in the corners? I think so. 4 in the sides, that is. Let's make 2 if we can, or however many. I think we can only make 2, yeah. All right. And of course it is almost nighttime again. It's always such a nice view. Really need to remove that cobble platform, though. Kind of in the way, isn't it? You think we can make it? I think we can. My pearl skills are pretty decent. Oh, they're getting there. Maybe not in a pinch. However, I will say that whenever I was being attacked recently, now I don't know if the attacker was necessarily trying to kill me, but because I didn't have anything on me at all, I didn't even have armor on. But I was able to. I made some really nice pearls to get away off of the shulker farm. I missed the first one. I overshot the gateway, and I went down. But then from below, I pearled straight into the gateway, and then 2 nice pearls to get me almost directly into the end portal to get away, to get out through the portal. And after that, I was good because I was, not on the end anymore. Back at my bed. Yeah, we're gonna need. We have, I think, what we need, right? Yeah. Let's just use one of these, I guess. I don't think I need more than that. I need, I think, a torch. I don't know where it'll go, but we need one or something. I don't know what else we would be able to use, though. A torch is the only thing I can think of. What if we... Obviously, it would have to only be 1 torch. Can we put a torch there? No. Can't put it directly on. That doesn't work. Do I have those Yes, please. Thank you. Yeah, good job wasting one immediately, right? That'll do it. Okay. I think we can put it right here. I think if my very, very mediocre understanding of redstone is correct. Yeah, it did work. I saw a little light. I see it is lit, and I see that happening as well. Right? That's brighter than it was before, correct? As nice as it would be to have some symmetry, it won't work. You know what? Nothing's happening. Wait, is it? No. Okay, so that doesn't work. I thought that might. I was pretty sure that would work. I guess it's because it's diagonal, so it would have to be here. And that looks weird. So we would have to do a. What if we did this? What if we did this? This is going to be really goofy. We need something cool, and it's not calcite. I mean, calcite's not bad, but it's not what I was thinking. But if we did something like this. I don't even know. It's not going to look that great. Not exactly what I was hoping for. In fact, does this even work? Because I think it needs to be 1 block higher, maybe. Oh, there we go. Yeah, no, it just can't be on the block itself, but right above it is where it needed to be, and it is now right above it, or below it, or right below it, or right beside it. That's the best we can do. And then the only other thing I can think is maybe like we just cover it up like this. Yeah. Crane my neck up as I working way up here. I got a big TV. What do you expect? What if we knocked those out? It still looks pretty terrible, I'm not gonna lie. I don't like it very much. I don't like it very much, but it does house the. I don't think there's any other way for us to turn those on, is there? Uh, wait a second. 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 If I'm making this a lot harder than it has to be, because if we just because levers, I know how redstone works. I know how to do this. I would say like I know how to play this game, but to be honest with you, I still don't. I still really don't. I'm learning a little bit, but yeah, I think a lever is all we need. On straight on it, and we'll be good. Can I please have the stuff? No. All right. I got to keep wasting wind charges for this. There we go. Yeah, what if we just put a lever on the top? Need oh yeah, stick and stone, right? Good thing we brought this stack of cobble. Yeah. There we go. I always put them the wrong way for some reason. So I imagine like the little stone on the top, but I guess it's the stone on the bottom that the stick goes into. Let's go back up, I guess. I hope this works. I think this does, though. I mean, because technically a lever is a redstone device, right? Yeah. That's it. Okay. Do we just put them on the back? It feels kind of cheap to put them all on the back, but it would obviously look the best from the track. That actually looks really good, though. I like how that turned out. What do you guys think? Without the dirt pillar, and obviously with maybe a little bit of adjustment here and there. Doesn't have to be exactly how it is. If there's something else we could like mix with the fence, if it didn't have to be all fence all the time, maybe, I don't know. Maybe at some points. Yeah, it's already going to be crazy enough on our oak supply. I mean, we're going to be completely out. We're going to need more oak, obviously. Yeah, I feel like the path also has to be the same on both sides. So we're going to have to put more dirt here. Yeah. Or take it out over there, I suppose. But I think I'll take it out over here, actually, because, yeah, this is where we sort of made the, I don't know, that thing at. We put the thing there, so we might as well make it where it starts to go up. We don't have the fence to put there, but we will. And again, all of this still really needs rework. There's a lot that needs to be done with it, but you get the gist. It's quite straightforward. It's not supposed to be anything super crazy. Again, it's supposed to look nice. And I think this is perfect, man. This is 5 is perfect, 5 wide. This will be about 5 wide. It'll stay probably more to the left of where I put this. Here we'll cut probably, we'll keep it right as close to the ledge as we can. We got the fence to guide it, so it's all good. As we get here, we will probably try to, okay, we can see the farm there. We'll probably try to bring it about. It's crazy. Chunk loading is also hard for OBS. I guess the system also has to deal with it. So yeah, I think I don't know. I want to keep it kind of straight. I don't know. This is actually pretty open. Maybe we just kind of meander through the trees. Try not to cut too many of them down. We will where we need to. Of course, we need some of the oak anyway, so works out. And I also don't mind getting us some apples. Could use some more of those. KG wants a bunch of carrots. Wonder if he also wants some apples, because in my opinion, those are a lot better. And I don't know, maybe people that spend a lot of time learning or just like watching Java stuff and thus learning just indirectly a lot about Java because you watch it, and you don't realize what the differences are sometimes. And I wouldn't know about a lot of differences if I didn't ask ChatGPT or find out firsthand for myself. I thought I saw some up there, but yeah, the golden carrots are actually not as good as beef or steak. Steak is like the best food in the game. So, in my opinion, there's no need for those golden carrots. Just use steak and gaps. If you're gonna use the gold, I would use it all on gaps. That's what I'm using all my gold on. But if KG wants golden carrots, I will use some on that for him. Ow! It's like a bird smacking into your window. You guys ever have that happen to you? Because it happens to me all the time in this big window right here. I don't know why. They think they can fly through that one. All right. I'm pretty happy about how this all turned out. I can't believe it's been 3 hours almost into the stream already. That's crazy. Again, this is the true start, so we're gonna have something awesome right here. In fact, this will probably move. I feel like it should probably actually mark something, so we'll try to make it mark something once we get the. I feel like we got to get the whole thing done first. So it's a nice example, though. It's not like we can't just rebuild it real quick, right? Great example of what's going on. We'll probably put it like every 100 blocks. I feel like 100 blocks makes sense. Then it's a mark. 50 blocks maybe if we needed to, if we want them to be a little close. 50 might be good. 50 is good. So what's this right here? This is be nice. It would have been nice if we were right here. This would start on a nice even 0. But no, we're here. So let's okay. Oh, huh. That's funny. That's 50 blocks right there. What in the world was that? What was that? Anyway, yeah, that was about 50. This is exactly 50 blocks. A little unfortunate because it's going to be hard to put one of those at the turn, but we can try it right before the turn, right at the turn. And we can start boom right after it. That'll probably be what we do. That'll probably work. But yeah, nice. This will be an epic, archway. Much more epic, obviously, than the minor archways that will be every 50 or 100. Because, yeah, I mean, 50, we're going to need a lot of lamps. If it's 50, 100, I feel like it's still going to be a lot of lamps. This is going to be a pretty lengthy course. It's going to take a while. Hopefully next stream, let's try to set a goal for this, huh? Now, things could always change, so bear that in mind. You never know what kind of crazy shenanigans people are going to be up to. I may have to run for my life. You never know. The whole thing could get blown up while I'm working on it. You never know. So, but barring any of that happening, for some reason I feel like I'm like super zoomed out right now. Cool. Barring any of that happening, my goal will be to finish doing that, maybe not finishing the entire path like the 5 or 3 wide the whole way, but at least getting like this done the whole way around, and like to a point where I actually like it. I'll do like a draft first go around, and then I'll kind of go back around and I'll fix it where I feel like I need to. Or maybe I'll do that as I'm extending it to 5 and 3 wide. That's probably the better way to go. I don't know if I'll be able to get the whole thing, but at least I'll be able to get that like rough draft single path the whole way through. I'll try to work on getting the whole thing at least 3 wide, and then maybe I'll like try to collect a lot of the wood that we'll need. I think that would be a good idea. And again, these are a lot easier to make than I thought, so that's cool. Right. I keep forgetting what was the other material. Something. But yeah, not too hard to make. So we should be fine. I'll get all the materials to make everything. The path will be done. Maybe next time we can work on that and even get it done in time to test it, right? That'd be great. One of the biggest parts of the path, one of the coolest parts and biggest challenges to this, I'm sure there's going to be others that I'm not thinking of right now. A few bridges that we have to work on. But then also there's going to be this entire opening over here. So that's that. But this is going to be a fun one too. Right next to the subscribe. That's actually perfect. Hold on. We need to go past subscribe. That's actually that is actually legitimately a perfect spot. Completely unintentional, but we're going to be able to go directly past it, right beside it with the track. I think we go right here. Boom. And yeah, anyway, guys, like, comment, and subscribe. I will catch you tomorrow morning for some Pokemon Legends ZA normal time. And then, Thursday. That's what? What? And then Thursday as well. Normal time for Minecraft. Okay, there is light able to come in here. That's why there's no mobs. That's funny. A little bit of a mob spawner there in the making. But yeah, that is in fact perfect. I don't know if I want to come up through here. I want to keep it in the city, you know what I mean? So I think we wrap it right around here and then right up here. Perfect. That'll be good. That'll be good. And yeah, every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday morning, about 10 a.m., 9:30, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're here playing Minecraft. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday morning, we play Pokemon Legends ZA currently. And then also Friday evenings, we come hang out on Minecraft a little longer. Saturday mornings, usually the event streams, normally not on Monkraft, but sometimes they could be. And also sometimes in the regular Monkraft streams on the Tuesday and Thursday mornings and Friday evenings when we're here. Some of those may also entail events in the SMP, perhaps like horse racing. At least, you know, the whole thing, the whole stream wouldn't be horse racing, but we would do it for some of it at least. We would hold the first annual Bend City horse race. I don't know, because nothing has a name. Nothing at all has a name, bro. So I just gotta like do generic stuff. But yeah, it'll be fun either way. Whether the name's good or not, it will be fun. The track will be good. And then we'll get a great, fun look around the whole city on horseback. We'll see who can find the bestest horse. In the meantime, I guess, right? That's kind of like you guys have time now, all you Monkcrafters who want to participate in a very non-PvP but still competitive event. Go find a horse for yourself. Go find a horse. This turned out really nice. I like how this turned out. Yeah. One of the few builds we've actually found. I said before it was true when I first finished this. It was true that this was only one of the first things that I finally finished in Monkraft. Felt was finished, but we did also finish the gold and the shulker farm at this point, and I felt so good whenever those were finally done. And now I feel so bad that the shulker farm is broken already. And this isn't broken, but I feel like it might be on the verge of being so. It might happen soon that it is. I don't know. You just never know, right? But for now, oh yeah, okay. So yeah, we cleared all the non-swords. There's all those pearls. And so all swords. Pretty good, right? just from that short amount of time we're here. That's about over half a stack of nuggets worth of swords. Very nice. I guess I'll actually stay here and AFK some more off stream. But again, I'll be going crazy with that horse track. But next stream, Thursday morning, I feel like we'll probably be building more of that if we're not building something else instead. Just because, but my goal would be, I think, to finish that on stream. That would be fun. How's our elytra? Okay, hold on. I put an e-chest in the monastery. Let's just stop in. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, as I flop into the side there, was I here earlier? I don't know if I was. This might be the first look. Oh, sorry again. Keep seeing this like YouTube error message thing. So annoying. It's probably my PC is what it is. So I added a little bit more. Oh yeah, we slept here. Got to do it again, I guess, if the mobs allow us. But yeah, I started adding in like this upper loft area. You know, just because there's a lot of space. I don't know what, and I was trying to close this off. I think this looks quite nice. I didn't want it to all be plank. I think this looks pretty good. Let's try to see it from the outside real quick, a little bit. Yeah, I think it's a pretty good look. Let's how about that? Yeah, that looks nice, huh? Still got to fill in the rest, and I would like to put some bells in the top that show and also make sounds, I guess. Although it'd be cooler to have like a redstone bell or something, like made of a note block. That'd be cooler. But yeah, we'll put that like up here. That's kind of why I extended this. It also looks better for the cross up there. But yeah, we'll put that here. This loft will extend the whole way. I believe, yeah, just doesn't look like it from there. But yeah, you do have the two high ceiling space that would go the whole way then. This side, obviously, so yeah, it's just gonna be probably like storage or something. Nothing crazy. This is a very public area, so nice. Let's go hit that e-chest real quick. Oh, done. I didn't do much here. See, this is something we really have to finish. If I work on anything else next stream on Thursday morning, it might be this, because I feel like this is almost done. We're getting close. We're getting really close. I feel like maybe I move the holy water font to the actual corner, maybe. Although I look at all those mobs, you gotta love it, man. You know, just see a creeper walking by, nonchalant, just waiting to blow up the door again for like the 50th time. I mean, it's. I said to these guys earlier after I left a base, and again the front door blew open from a creeper. It's like I hate them so much. You literally cannot leave a base without having your front door blown off because there's always two creepers. This time, in fact, there were 3 creepers, so that was even more annoying. But whatever. You know, I guess you just learn to deal with it whenever you play enough. Happy Axe, welcome if you're in the stream, and also welcome if you're not in the stream. Again, I don't even know how some of these guys find their way in. I assume it's being shared by other people. We had a few other new guys. We have a lot of new players. In fact, it's been getting we've been getting a lot. I think a lot of people are just sharing. I usually ask, and like mostly I'm like half curious, but then at the same time, sometimes it's like, I don't know, people are like super suspect about it. If you're gonna be like real suspicious though, then I gotta wonder. But some people are just like, oh yeah, I got it from a friend, and it's like, okay, well, that's fine. You got it from a friend, cool. There's a lot of people in the Discord, so yeah. In fact, one of the newer guys that's exactly what he said. One of the new guys in the Discord told him about it, and I think he's also joining the Discord. I didn't see him in there though. I hope he does. It's nice to have the players in the Discord. You get a lot more of the info of what's happening. You know what I mean? You don't have to be. I mean, if you don't want to, but again, we're trying to build this. This isn't, the SMP is cool and all, but the Minecraft community is more for also the channel community, Nerds Templar itself. It's a community of like-minded players. That's what we're here for. So we're not just trying to be an open SMP to all people. So yeah, I think like some people join and probably think because they don't watch the streams or watch like a little bit of it and they don't like get that part quite, because it's not like we're like always explicit, even though we start streams with the daily gospel and my name is Nerds Templar. I mean, that's pretty explicit, but I guess for a lot of people it's not. And so they're sort of maybe not exactly prepared for what we're doing here, which is fine. But then they learn the hard way. You put it that way. They learn the hard way what it's really all about. But yeah, we're not just trying to be an SMP that's open to all people to do whatever. We kind of are, but we're trying to form a like-minded community. And the SMPs of Monkraft here are really just a great place, in my opinion, to hang out as we grow and get to the point where we do what I really want to do, as I've mentioned many times already, this stream and all the past streams, is do actual events. Like I'd prefer to be doing events, big events, and also some other small ones too. But getting to the point where we can do big stuff like civilization-wide survival events, I think it'd be so fun. We could even do that in a lifesteal type of mode. As I've mentioned in the past, we might have a seasonal SMP as well. This was our permanent one here. Is our permanent one. We may include also in our sort of world list, along with our creative world, the temple, where we do those events and also just have fun in creative mode. It's for both of those things, events and just having fun in creative. We might have a third world, that being the sort of a seasonal lifesteal SMP, hardcore SMP. So again, lifesteal is kind of mixed, I think, with hardcore. Like I like, what would you even, do? It would make sense to not have hardcore with the lifesteal. So that's what we would end up doing. I think it'd be super fun. Do it seasonal, obviously, because then people who do get eliminated and quote unquote banned, they'll of course be able to come back the next season and be try again. And it's good. I think it would be a nice change of pace. Just like this event, the purge that we have going on, it's something we could easily do, and I had plans to do in the creative world, but that doesn't bar us from doing it here, and doing it here doesn't bar us from doing it in the creative world. We can do both. This one I feel like is going to be the timed one, and if people on the server here, of course, in Monkraft, like the purge event enough, that's great. Then hopefully they like it enough that we can do it every 2 weeks, which will be, the goal is every 5 Minecraft years. It's going to be like a 5-year Minecraft in-game event, which will happen about every 2 weeks, the way that we sleep usually, So yeah, so we'd be doing that. I'd be videoing it, if not streaming it every time, because I'll just always be documenting our fun purge events here or any other events like that we do. If it's not on stream, I'll be recording it for later. But yeah, we can also do it then outside of those bi-weekly, I guess. Outside of the bi-weekly event in SMP mode here, we could always do it in the temple creative world. That's always possible. So yeah, anyway, that all being said, that's really our goal here. We're not obviously going to like kick players who just want to come hang out on an SMP and kind of play like solo survival mode and maybe chat here and there. Obviously, that's great. Yeah, we're all we're trying to do. We're just trying to build a fun, family-friendly, wholesome community environment here. And Minecraft is just such a great place to kind of come together and connect. And also to run a lot of cool events and do a lot of games and stuff, which is something I was doing before I started playing Minecraft, which is also why I got Minecraft in the first place. And so, yeah, we'll hopefully be able to do that soon. We've done some events already. Hopefully more events to come in the future. You know what? What am I doing? Okay. I'm sorry, guys. My bad. Let me just... I didn't think I was so bad at this, but I am. I totally forgot, and I was kind of do a sign off here. But before I do, because this won't take too long, as I found out, but we will have to real quickly here switch Elytra, since this one's even more cooked because I'm just like popping around with it. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. We got 4 now, so I mean, hey, we good. We good. This is the right direction. Let me just fly over to our monastery, the monastery. That's the chapel. We just left the chapel. You seen it live in Technicolor. And I'm just going to speed fly here. It's actually only takes a few minutes. So while we do that, I will get back to, I guess, just mentioning, yeah, that's what we're all about. Just trying to build a fun, wholesome community and do some awesome events in the future. We've already done some events, and the ones we've done, I will be also, we streamed them, but I'll be doing edited videos of them as well. So they're a little more, streamlined and whatnot. Hopefully bring in some newer viewers as well. I feel like, we have a really great community, and this kind of episodic, long form content is good for the people who've been around. I feel like, it's also nice bingeable content for whenever anyone has time to binge some stuff. I feel like there are episodes you can always come back to as well, but I'm also going to be starting the like almost a Monkraft recap series in videos. And I think it'll be super great. It'll bring together all of the best stuff, I feel, from the week, what I consider to be the best stuff of the week, pretty much. And we'll just do like, one a week. It won't be anything too crazy. I would hope to keep it to like a 15, 20 minute maybe kind of thing. Probably be a lot of voiceover stuff with some full on clips with audio and everything from stream. But yeah, then I feel like we could actually utilize the good stuff, a lot of good stuff that happens throughout, because our streams are relatively long. I mean, come on, we end up playing Minecraft when all goes well. Every week, we end up playing Minecraft, and we'll say on weeks where we're streaming like at least the average amount of time every day. So let's say 2.5 hours. That's 4 a week. That's 10 hours of Minecraft on stream that we could cut. And that's, well, I guess that's not all Monkraft. It'd be like 7.5. Maybe we can round it up to maybe 7 or 8 somewhere. It's somewhere in there. Fine, yeah, 7 or 8 hours a week. There's plenty of downtime, obviously, like flying around and whatnot. That's what you get in streams. It's what you get in streams. That's what you got to expect, right? But there's a lot of good stuff that happens in those 8 hours, I would say. And we will just bring all of that together in a video every week. It'll be great. That is too bad, man. Freezing to death. Let me just say real quick here, yo, welcome. There we go. Yo, welcome. You in stream. I think I just checked real quick Discord. That is, yeah, again, it's so much easier if people either chat here or are in the Discord to chat. Either way, yeah, I did check. Nothing new. There is a jungle there. Wait, it is a jungle, right? Sometimes the jungle and the dark oak looks a lot similar. Very similar. I wasn't even sprint flying. We're almost there, though. If we hit land, it means we're almost there. Something's off here, though. Go this way a little bit. About 1,000 off. And this is the end of the stream, though. Thanks again, guys, for chilling. I appreciate it. And if you hit that like button, I know I said it a couple times already, and I'm going to keep saying it. It is super helpful for the algorithms and everything. There's just a little click. If you did like, you don't have to do it if you didn't like it, but if you did enjoy hanging out. And any of you Monkrafters, I expect you guys to be hitting that like button when you stop in. And I hope that you are stopping in anytime you can, even if it's just for a bit. Because again, it helps us grow. Like and subscribing, obviously. Obviously, that's a given, right? Everyone should just be subscribed. I feel like this is the right place. It looks the right place, but I don't see the monastery, so it's not the right place. Never mind. We gotta be. What did I do? Yeah, it's just over here. Just looks good. I feel like I did this exact thing last stream. Yeah, there we go. It looks very similar, and that's why. There it is. We lit up the outside a lot more, just trying to control the mobs. It's not quite working yet, but we'll get there. I added some more stone. I actually don't know if I want to go that far out. I'm trying to clean it up a little bit on the outsides, on the edges, and kind of make it more pillar-like on the two sides as well. So yeah, again, not as far out as it is there. But I'll work on all that. Yeah, it's a lantern up there. It's looking pretty good. And I messed all this up, so that'll come in. I just moved this all in one, except right here, because yeah, that was all messed up. For whatever reason, I built it out too far from where this pillar is here, and also where the house is. So anyway, this is new, I guess. What was that? I just hear something like that almost sound like an arrow or something. I don't know. Anyway, this is new. To get up to the workshop instead of going up the chute, it gets you up to the top here. I think I did show my new. There he goes. Sorry, bro. If you talk, yeah. That's the one thing about trying some solo survival here. It's a brutal start. It's a brutal place to start. But that being said, if you do chat at all, we can help you out. We can either help you if you're cool, which hopefully you are if you're joining. We can either help you to get to the city, the main city, Bend City, or we can at least help you get like out of the snowy place, or even like less than that, just a couple like I don't know items to help out. I don't know, because again, it's always spawn's always griefed. So I had a huge wheat farm there. Probably last time we were there, it was looking okay. I don't know if there's any wheat growing there, which is there's just usually never any wheat, which is kind of defeats the purpose, right? You see, we have more villagers than we know what to do with at the point. And what in the world? Another green shirt? Are you kidding me? There's 4 of you now, 4 of them. But there's a lot of non-working villagers, unemployed ones. Wait, I guess maybe just those 2, huh? But yeah, that's fine. More librarians is what they'll be. What are you? Oh, you're just okay. You're just a new guy who wants to be a leather. No, you want to be a mason. Okay, I was gonna say yeah, you want to be a mason, but I wish you weren't. I think so. Usually when this happens, he linked to one of these 2. We already have 2 masons. They're both master masons, in fact. There's the other one. Also, by the way, yeah, you can see they're caged in now, so they're not going anywhere. Can kind of open up the rest of the place without worrying, and work on that a little bit. This is going to be a lot nicer. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm going to make it great. And the reason that this is back there like that, I'm actually going to put a giant auto cane farm in here. It's going to be amazing. It actually doesn't need to be huge if we put the auto bone meal in. But I think I want it to be pretty efficient even when we're not bone mealing. And then again, bone meal will just be turbo mode where we can get like just stacks in seconds. But yeah, what will happen is this guy who just linked to one that is already being used, if I start placing more lecterns, he will eventually pick one of those lecterns and he'll change. So we'll just let him do that eventually. It is nighttime again. I will go use my bed, which I don't have a bedroom yet here, so never mind. I can't rest. Monsters nearby, of course, as usual. That's why dude was shot by a stray. Sorry, yeah. All my bases are just apparently next to caves. So here's my mob spawner. It's not the greatest thing. It doesn't work amazingly. And there's also a drown that spawn a lot. You can see that actually the drop chamber is great. The drop chamber leaves them at a nice, easy 1 hit, even with even with his axe that It does have Smite 3, so there's that, I suppose. But I think I've hit with other things, and they're pretty low health, I'm pretty sure. Although creepers do take 2 hits, so I don't know. Now I might have to take that back. We don't have a whole lot yet. We haven't used it a whole lot. Everything works except the spawn rate. And again, I think the spawn rate is something we could fix, because I think that for whatever reason, we still have a lot of things spawning outside. I don't know if I can see one out there right now, but yeah, yep. And of course, they just stand right there looking at the villagers. So that's the one issue, but it works. Also, let's just check real quick, see what it looks like inside. This is the spawn platform, in fact. And it's looking pretty good. There's not a whole lot of spawn room, whatever you call it, spawnable space. I thought I picked one of those up. That's weird. What? Oh yeah, because I'm cool. There's like a whole like line, maybe 2 wide, and then the whole way along the back. That's spawnable area because there's no water there. Something seems to have happened here as well. I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't matter. It's either way they'll get pushed down, I think. But yeah, I feel like they'll probably spawn well enough in there. You don't really need that much space. Space does help, of course. But as long as there's nowhere else for them to spawn, then yeah, I feel like they'll just all spawn there, no matter how big it really is. There's that. More corridor there. We're getting quite close to the top of the mountain at this point. We're like 10 blocks away, maybe less. But here you can see is my attempt at a golem farm, an iron farm, that's not quite working. And maybe in the chat or in the comments in the VOD later, somebody can tell me why, because I got these 3 guys. I feel like, I mean, they got to be able to see this zombie. He's right there. There's 3 trapdoors. Like, there's all that space, right? Doofus is in here. He sees them. There's no doubt that he sees them. Sees me, sees them. I've checked outside. I've never seen any iron golems outside, which is possible that they will spawn there, I think. I think we gotta, I gotta look into some of the radiuses, the radii corresponding to like the villager and golem, like how far from villagers golems spawn. And again, try to make it that this is the only place they really can. And once I see some spawns starting here, then maybe I'll start making that part of the farm. And again, I think it'll be easy. All we're gonna do, what do we have here? Actually, this is almost perfect. This is gonna be great. I never thought I would use this for anything, but we could actually try to like drop. We don't have to drop them, but we could drop the items, I guess. If it would work well enough that we would get so much iron that we needed a big hopper system, we bring it down to here or something. I don't know. Maybe we won't. I think we'll just keep it right here. We'll keep a corridor. Oh, did I leave enough room? I might have to cut it back more right here to go this direction. Or just take out this water, probably. Cut one back, take out the water, leave the cobble where it is, kind of cut more of that stone out, and then we'll have a little corridor coming around this way, because I think I wanted to make it 10 by 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow. I did not leave myself any room here, did I? We could cut back this one probably and give myself more room that way. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so that's 10. Yeah, so the wall would be literally right here. I could make it 9 by 9, I guess. 9 by 9 would still work. Odd numbers are better anyway, right? Is there a better number for the water though? Like 7 by 7 to get the water to actually flow all to the one corner is what we're gonna probably go for. Although we could also try to just like push them like to no, here we go. Here, this is what we do. So if we make it 9, then we have this, and we also have more space over here, right? So it would have been here, but now it doesn't have to be there. And also, am I counting right? Hold on. I was counting 10 with the wall included, though. Hold on. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we're still good. That's right. Yeah, 1, 2. Sorry, 3. Okay, yeah, 9. Yeah, there's 2 there, so he can't be reached by the golem. You get to see a little bit of planning and action here. Don't think we need the wire. Well, we kind of do. I'll leave it for now. It's fine. Be able to wrap around here. We'll take some of that out. Yeah, so we'll have to be here. Right. This doesn't have to be there, but yeah, I guess that was just to round it off, right? Just decorative. Yeah. Okay, so we have some room, a little bit of room here as well. The only one that's not is this one. Those are the ones to the mob spawner. Maybe all of this? No. Yeah, okay. So we could have more room if I needed it. Leave it like that for now. And then if we just filter them all diagonally over here. Yeah, sweet. Be perfect. All right, I like it. That was the goal. Slightly compact design, basically right in the base, right in the middle of it. This will be the we're actually in it. Hopefully, again, barring everything just being burnt down or something, which is possible here. You always got to keep that in mind if you're going to join. Things could go horribly wrong, especially the closer you build to public areas. But I would love to use this place as, I don't know, maybe the place where we start a lot of the streams off, because it is, again, it's pretty close. It's pretty close to everything. But we might also use the chapel for this. Again, we do the gospel in the beginning of our streams. I feel like it'd be cool if we could maybe do like I would like write it in a book, and I could just read it from the book here. Instead of reading it from my phone, I could type it out in a book, read it from the book. You guys could read along, follow along if you want. And I don't know, it'd be a fun little RP to do in the monastery or in the chapel or in one of the many temples. What are those, you might ask? Well, you'll just have to stay tuned and find out at some later point, I guess, what those are. But yeah, next time, like I said, we will be working more on the horse racetrack, and also maybe on the chapel. Speaking of, not the monastery here, but the chapel. The Marian Chapel is what I call it. It's why it's blue and white, right? So a little bit of, as we, for whatever reason, just like our stream lags out when we're not even doing it now. But yeah, that's of course why it's blue and white for Our Lady, of course. Put a little, I like to put a little, it's hard to do a statue because statues have to be really big if they are going to have any kind of detail. But I like to do something that at least entails like a shrine to, like a Marian shrine on the like edge of the cliff where the chapel is. I think that'd be cool. So we have a lot of stuff to work on at the chapel. Got a lot of stuff to work on here at the monastery, not just the farms that don't work. There's a couple other farms I'd like to put in. We're not putting all the crazy stuff. Not going to do like a raid farm or like a gold farm or any of those like crazy ones. Just like the essentials. I would like to have an iron farm. I feel like that's not a lot to ask. A mob farm is like something that every base pretty much has. You know, pretty easy. We'll have a farm, I don't know how much I'll use it. I might also put some cows here. I might try a different cow farm design, a more compact one that I have in mind that I saw from a video. Might try it out here, down where we have our farms, down there in on that little island there. They're actually like inside that hill, if you recall, down where we first started our base here when we first picked this area. And then I decided in that first stream, I was like, yep, I'm definitely gonna build this monastery into the side of this cliff. And that's where we are. But yeah, all right, guys, that's it. The stream's being weird anyway, so I guess I will call it there. Come join us tomorrow for some Pokemon in the morning, if you'd like. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday morning. Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday morning for Minecraft. And also Friday evening. Usually Tuesdays. Today is not in the evening. This is a makeup stream from this morning. So just a little different. I will catch you guys though in the next one. Again, Pokemon tomorrow. If not, if I don't see you there, then hopefully I'll see you, for Minecraft Thursday morning. And then I'll have it again Thursday morning, Friday evening, and then Saturday morning. 3 days of Minecraft in a row leading into the weekend. That's every week, of course. And then we don't stream Sunday, the Lord's Day. We leave that one open. And hopefully, again, we will have one video at least, another My First World video coming out. I'm again trying to just get those out as fast as possible. I know I say that and I'm like not even getting one out a week average, but I am trying. Trust me, I'm trying. I'll catch you guys later. In light of that, I will catch you guys later as I probably try to go do some more editing, or at least something that will help me to do more editing in the future. Randy with Nerds Templar, Sydney that has already left us to go to bed because it's way past her bedtime. Peace out. Also, happy. I should stay, but it's not really worth it. But happy 4,000 days, guys. It's technically day 3,998 right now in Monkraft. Isn't that crazy? And we really only just begun, huh? 4,000 is a crazy number, but we've only just begun. And we're also getting close as year 11 years in, I guess, right? We're in year 11 now, yes. So you know what? Yeah, I'm going to make the executive decision right now that if we can get it done, and Ben has already gotten it done, as far as other things go, I think we got everything else prepared other than the venue itself, like material-wise, what we need for people, like gear and stuff. Because we want it to be even playing field, but we also want people to like kind of be risking something. My idea was that everyone has to bring the diamonds that they will be then using for their like unenchanted diamond gear for the event. And also, I don't know if there's going to be enchanting setups. I think that's maybe something we should do. I would supply that myself. I mean, the public farms, because literally our cane sugar farm and our steak beef farm, right? That gets leather as well. That's all you need, man. So, and we have all the wood you need in the game, right? So, yeah, we can make bookshelves aplenty. I got tons of obsidian from the pillars at the end. Diamonds, I got plenty of diamonds for now. I was just gifted a bunch by Snub, so. And also, Cagey's gonna pay us a stack of not blocks. Obviously, that'd be insane. I don't have. I think I don't have that much yet, but I'm getting close. I'm getting close. It's not looking bad for me anymore, right, guys? I'm like playing like I'm on PC. Sorry. Let's just look at that one more time. Let's just ogle at my riches real quick here. I'm not super rich, but I will say that this is not the worst. Just pop these in here real quick. Definitely not the worst. Okay, yeah, we don't even have half a stack, but we almost have half a stack of diamond blocks. And we didn't even need to steal ones from the beacon to do that. Sorry, I got my old back, shoulder, neck injury thing cropping up on me, telling me it's time to quit. Yeah, not bad. I mean, 2 netherite blocks. I went on a bit of a spree after I gave up a bunch of mine recently, so I really don't want to have to do that anymore, to be honest. It's not the worst, I guess. It's not really the worst. I know how to do it a little better now, so that helps. But yeah, I don't want to have to. 2 blocks another. I mean, that should be almost all I need unless things start going downhill quick. Other than that, I'm just kind of focused on getting a bunch of diamonds, whatever I can get diamond wise. Emeralds are just like so easy to get anymore, so that is amazing though. Don't get me wrong, I'm super happy about that. I am not complaining. It's not like, you know, I don't even know what I was going for there. It's not like it makes it, yeah, it's not like it makes the game less fun that I now have more emeralds, right? Same with gold. It's like, yeah, I'm happy about this. This is fantastic. There's nothing bad about that. I'm running out of iron because we haven't had a working iron farm in a while. I am almost completely out of lapis, which is not fun. My strip mine didn't yield me any lapis, so hopefully that'll change soon. Redstone, there's no shortage of redstone. I just kind of grab like an entire stack anytime I feel like it, and it doesn't really even put a dent in what we have. And then I make some into blocks, and here you have it. Yeah, with all the reds. I mean, we don't use a bunch of redstone, but we use a decent bit. Anyway, yeah, not bad, right? Not bad riches wise. Let's put that obsidian in. Why not? I will catch you guys later. I already did the sign off, and Sydney's like, I thought we were going to bed. Welcome back, pup. Yeah, here's to another 4,000 years of Monkraft, I suppose, though, right? 4,000 days. 4,000 days in game. So, what we're probably at like, I don't know. We made it to 3999 at least. Nope, because we can't sleep still. Sorry. Um, yeah, when did we start? October? Definitely in October, I think. I don't. It might have been September, honestly. I can't remember now. I have to go back and look. If you guys want to hang out with me for a second, in fact, I will. I'll let you know how long, like, IRL we've been up. As I also do actually sign off, because it's almost 11 at night for me. Oh my goodness. It is time, I say, for bed, but I have a full cup of coffee still. And I have a lot of things planned to do work-wise the rest of the night. So, yeah, let me find this real quick. Oh, yeah, there we go. Again, like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys again tomorrow for Pokemon in the morning, Thursday morning, as per usual. This is not the usual stream. This is usually in the morning instead of the evening. But yeah, Thursday morning for more Minecraft. We'll be here again in Monkraft, of course. Saturday, I can't talk anymore. Saturday morning, though, on my Minecraft stream, we do usually go to the temple for events or building events or something. So there is a possibility of that, of course. Let me scroll down here, scroll down farther because we've been doing it for even longer than that. Nope, that was too far. Okay. Is it that one? No. Maybe. Nope. There it is. Okay, so I made the world 2 months ago. I don't have an exact date. Can I get an exact date there? No. All right. Well, it was yeah, it's hard to tell. It was probably at least 2 months ago though. Cool though. Not very long, but we'll get there. We'll get there. I like having the days played up, or soon it's going to be like eventually, man, if this is our permanent world forever world server SMP kind of thing. Yeah, it's going to be I don't know, 10,000, a million, maybe. Maybe. I don't know how many like days IRL or years that is, but it's possible. But yeah, then the like more official launch, I guess that was again pretty much the same time, just a couple days after. So, all right, guys, Randy with Nerds Templar, thanks again for chilling. I appreciate you. Have a good night and peace out.